Well, hello there. What is going on, everybody? How you doing? It's your boy, the Bad Diggity Dizzle, here with the live stream on a Wednesday night. I hope everybody's week is going fantastic. It's going slowly but surely for me. It's Wednesday, so we're over the hump. 2 more days. Yeah, that's a nice throw by Higashioka. Yankees trying not to sweep. I mean, how many guys Yankees going to leave on base tonight? They scored a tying run of 3 walks in a wild pitch. This team's pathetic. What's going on, Dominic Pope? What's up, my man Benjamin in the house? Elvis Anthony, Yuri Endlees, Cedric Smith. What's going on, man? Appreciate you guys and girls being here. Well, right away, you guys and girls are amazing, man. What's going on, Kevin Wall, Lord Commander Mandy, Donovan Bayola, Adam Troy? Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much for that. Brilly. Giants-Falcons score prediction. Giants win 31-27. Let's go, damn it. Let's go. 31-27 Giants. Put it in the books. Richie the Wolf. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you, my man. Brilly. Thank you so much for the super chat, man. Really appreciate that. He says, what up, Bad Dog? I need some advice. I'm really skinny, want to have bigger arms. I only have 7-pound dumbbells. You think I could build muscles by doing hammer curls, biceps curls, and floor press? Well, yeah. I mean, obviously, when you do a hammer curl, it works this part of your arm, works the outside of your arm, works your brachialis, and then this part obviously works the head of the bicep there. So, yeah, hammers are good. You would just want to eat more. You want to get bigger, you got to eat more. That's really it. We got to make sure you're eating the right stuff, but you got to add some calories, man. If you want to get bigger, you got to add more. I dirty bulked by mistake years ago, and now I have to cut it the hell down, And I got to admit, this stuff's got to stop, man. No more beer. This is it. No beer on Sunday. Done. I can't get into the habit of eating bad again, man. My diet's been a little I've been eating good meals, but the snacking got to stop. It's got to stop because winter's coming, man, and I get a little bit, crappy. Yankee man, thank you so much. Appreciate you, Brilly. Would you rather visit California or Florida? I'd rather go to Cali because I've been to Florida a number of times. I've never been to California. I would love to go. Genie Bus, Laker Dog here. Laker Dog starts in a couple weeks. Where are my tickets? Come on, Genie. I know you watch. Dan, yes, we need to win. And there's a line drive, and we're out of the inning. So let's get some runs in the bottom of the 8th, Dan. Alien, thank you so much, man. Appreciate you. Brilly. Thank you so much. You guys are amazing already with the super chat, man. I really appreciate it, guys and girls, man. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys and girls being here. And again, thank you so much for watching the videos, guys. The views of my videos are way up. You guys are smacking the hell out of it. They're all 700, 750 likes, some over 1,000. You guys and girls are the best. I really appreciate that, man. I really do. Afghanistan, what's going on Sunday? What's up, my lady? Robert Dredden, how you doing? I don't think we can hold the Falcons at 10. I wish, my man. I wish we could do that, but I don't think we can hold them to 10. Galen, what's going on, buddy? Winning poker right now. Good. Kick some ass. I hope that the Daniel Negreanu streams that we've been in are helping your game. I know that he's helped me out. I'm not going to lie. Daniel Negreanu's helped me. Alien, thank you so much. Appreciate you. Brilly. The Mets may be done. You're not helping us out. The Mets didn't help us out at all. Come on, Mets. He says, but no way, both New York teams are done. The Yankees must make the playoffs and represent New York. I hope so. Well, this is the thing, guys. Saturday, I don't know what's going on. I don't know if I'm going to be home. I don't know what the deal is. But if I am home and that Yankees-Red Sox game means something, like if we win tonight and we win on Friday, or even if we're a game ahead of Toronto, we got to win this game tonight. We win this game tonight and move up ahead of Toronto. I'll probably stream. If I'm home, I'll probably stream that Red Sox-Yankees game on Saturday. It starts at 4, so I'll probably do that. Adam, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate that. Was Gary who tagged him out? I didn't know that Gary Sanchez replaced Higgy for defensive purposes. Why would they do that? Why would they put Gary Sanchez in a catcher when Higashioka started? Did Higashioka get hurt or something? I don't get that. I don't know why they would replace. I don't know why you'd use your backup catcher. What if Gary gets hurt? We don't have a catcher. That's weird. That's weird that they did that. I didn't know. I just assumed it was a Higashioka. Usually you wouldn't make a defensive change to Sanchez because Sanchez sucks at defense. I don't know. Unless Higgy's DHing tonight and Sanchez is hitting. I thought, well, let me check. I thought Higgy was playing tonight. Well, I know Higgy's playing tonight. Let me just check real quick because that's weird that they put him in there. Where the hell is it? Box. There we go. Oh, they pinch ran for him. That's why. That makes sense. It's okay. They pinch ran for him. I forgot about that. Wade came in and stole second and third. I forgot that was for Higashioka. So it was Gary. It's a good throw by Gary. Gary's been showing the arm off lately. Yuri, thanks so much. Appreciate you. Really, really. After the Giants, who do you root for Monday night? Dallas or Philly, or do we wish for a tie? Yes, Robert. 80% of physique is eating. It's all diet. I can speak from experience. And no offense, Robert. I got to root against Philly. I have to root against Philly, Yuri. I got to root for the Cowboys. I got to do it. Too much crap from Philly content creators. I want them to be quiet. You know, that's all I got to say. They're too loud. They're too loud. They need a piece of humble pie. So I'm going to go with them. Renee, thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate you. Really, really. You should go to California when the Giants play the Chargers. I wish. It's not that easy for me. If I was a single guy, I probably would be in California quite a bit. But being that I'm married and I have a job and a 4-year-old a day, I can't just pick up and go. But someday, I do really want to go to California. It would be nice. I want to visit there sometime. Cassie the Wolf. We got Richie the Wolf, Yankee the Wolf, Cassie the Wolf. They're all related. There's a lot of wolves. The Wolf Pack is in the house. You've heard of the Dog Pound? We got the Wolf Pack. What's going on, Cassie? Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Really, really. Hi, Bad Dog. Since you live near Massachusetts border, can you impersonate a Boston accent? Stay safe out there. Good luck to your Giants. Thank you. I really can't do a Boston accent. It is very strange. Boston's about the same distance as New York City, maybe a little closer, but they're pretty much the same. But I really can't do a Boston accent. I can't do it. It's more Chicago when I do a Boston. But, you know, park the car. No, ma, wicked hard. Wicked hard. Go get some chowder, you beanhead. I can't do a Boston accent. Rudy, my man, thank you so much. Really, really bigger surprise. DJ6. The defense is failure without a doubt. Daniel Jones always had the skill. He's always had the skill, which is why I'm so hard on him. But the defense, man, we just assumed the defense was going to be great this year, and they haven't been. So I think that's been a huge surprise. All right, Yankee fans are picking this right now. Giancarlo's going deep. We're going up 4-3. He's going to hit a home run in this at bat. Calling it. Ooh, that was the one, Giancarlo. Come on, man. It's right down the middle. Yankee, thanks so much. Appreciate you, really, really. Let's say it's raining hard outside. You have no hat. Closest store only sells Red Sox and Astros cap. Which one would you rather wear to keep you dry? Well, number one, I have no hair, so I wouldn't worry about it. But if I had to choose between those two hats, it'd be an Astros hat. They're not our rivals. I burned a Red Sox hat. I have to put the video back up on the channel sometime, but I burned a Red Sox hat. So definitely the Astros. I mean, yeah, they beat us a couple years in the playoffs, but the Red Sox are our rival. So I have no shame wearing an Astros hat. Not to mention the Troy City Valley Cats, our single A team, play not too far away from where I live. Wolf of Olden, what's going on, buddy? Brilly, thank you so much. He says, what's up, Bad Dog? I don't know, man. I have no idea what's up anymore. No idea. No clue. Who else you got in here, man? What's going on, Jared Williams, Luann Monahan, sports expert, Super Corbalite, Sid, Jared Williams, Dre J, Dan. I think the same thing. I hope so. Agitator, what's going on? I swung and missed. He's out on strikes. That wasn't even close. Fahid, Nick Santella, what's going on? Ron Browns, Anthony Latsa, Kaives, what's going on? DJ sucks. Please stop it. Every quarterback in the. Well, I mean, I'm not getting overwhelmed by one good performance, but it is nice to see. It's nice to see that he played good. We need him. If the Giants are going to win, we need him. Dre J, Mike A, what's going on? Card Coach, what's going on? Sadan Smith. Thank you guys for Nick, pretty much. That's what it is with the damn Yankees. Well, maybe Gallo can run into one. I would definitely, I mean, if the Yankees could get Carlos Correa, of course. Guy's one of the best hitting shortstops in the league. Not only that, he can field his position. Yankees are on Yes Network, Block Nation. Gallo swung and missed that one. But David, what's going on, buddy? How you doing, man? Thank you for joining the stream. But yeah, Saturday afternoon, if I'm home, I'll probably do the Yankees Red Sox. I know I said I wasn't going to do a Yankees game unless it was a playoffs, but for all intents and purposes, this series against Boston and Toronto, those pretty much our playoff series, and we need it. Gallo right off the outside corner. Dominic says, smash those likes. Yes, you haven't done so. You know what to do, man. Hit the like. Hit this subscribe. We got 166 here. We got 61 likes. Smash the hell out of that thing. Benjamin, my man. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, brother. Really, really, really appreciate it, my man. Thank you for the super chat. He says, let me get this straight. Gallo popped it up. I might find grass. It does find grass. Gallo's going to trot in a second with a double. I'll take it. He says, let me get this straight. Brandon Rogers is a redheaded male that enjoys consuming sports perverts or vice versa. I can't stand the Seahawks. That's a fact. I know you're a Rams fan. He says, I'm glad to see Max take a breather from streaming tennis to join us. I am too. It's good to see Max in the house. It's good to see Max. Ben Rowe, what's going on? LeVar Osborne, how you doing? Barry Nenlal, what's going on? Ron Browns, how you guys doing? Mikey Bombers, what's up, buddy? Thank you for joining the stream. Huge Redskins fan, thoughts on that's going to be a tough one. That's good. I'm just thinking of what Daniel Jones was able to do to your defense. Josh Allen's a little bit better with better weapons, better O-line. He struggled a little. Like, come on, get down, get down, get down. Be fair. Yes. Big hit, Gio. I'm sorry, Glaber. Dad, big hit, Glaber. Let's go, damn it. Sorry about that. Directed by Justina. What's going on? How can I be the man when you the man? Let's go. Gallagher says, yes, he did. Do you think we beat the Saints or Cowboys? I don't know, man. I get a feel after this game against Atlanta, But I think the Bills, it's going to be tough. I'm not going to say the Bills are going to beat Washington because anything can happen any given Sunday. The Bills look really bad week 1. They look really good week 2. Which Bills team shows up against Washington? All I know is, like I said, if Daniel Jones is able to tear you guys up for 95 yards on the ground, he should have had 130 and 2 touchdowns. He also had another 55 yards passing if Slayton didn't drop the touchdown pass. So, he booted it. Come on. Oh, Glaber's slow as hell. They called him safe. I don't know. I don't know if he was safe. Glaber's slow as hell. I can run faster than Glaber. Let's see if he was safe. It was a hell of a slide. They're not even reviewing it. They're just giving Glaber high fives in the dugout. No matter how much this Yankee team pisses me off, bro, for them to make the playoffs. Oh, he is safe. What a slide by Glaber. Safe. Pavith, I'm going to think about streaming tonight. He was safe, Jared, yes. His hand got in. It was a great tag or a great slide. He's in right there, and then he gets tagged. He's safe. He's not tagged yet. He's safe right there. He's safe. Umpire was right there. He's safe. It's 5-3 Yankees now. If this run counts, Glaber's safe. It's 5-3 Yanks. Bottom of the eighth, Mikey. Bottom of the eighth, 5-3 Yanks. Safe. I hope so, Duke. And I hope that our damn Sooners can get it together. They barely hold on against Tulane. They struggle to beat freaking Nebraska. Come on, man. What the hell is going on with the Sooners, Duke? Now, honestly, I think they're going to roll West Virginia by 3 touchdowns this week. They're already playing it, but I think he's safe. Who do I want to play in the wild card? I'd rather play Boston. Dre, we got to get there, but I'd rather play Boston. Toronto scares me a little bit more. I think Boston and the Yankees are for the right to go to the playoffs. All 3 of these teams end up tied, too. He is safe, by the way. They upheld it, so it's 5-3 Yanks. The Blue Jays, Yankees, and Red Sox could all end up tied. That'd be insane. But Yankees, Red Sox, 1-game playoff would be fun. Any locks in college? I don't think there's ever a lock in college. Maybe Georgia, Georgia and Cincinnati. Georgia over Vanderbilt, whatever the spread is, you can probably bet Georgia. They got the best defense in the country. Yeah, I don't know about Rattler either. I'll have to check it, Duke. I don't know if I saw the message on IG, but Rattler has kind of been disappointing. Yeah, Toronto would scare me more than Tampa. Well, I mean, in one game they would, but I think Bedford. I think that Cole's performance the other day against the Indians might have knocked him out. Not that Robbie Ray pitched great on Monday, but I think that outing by Garrett Cole probably hurt his chances. I'd love to get some more runs here. Well, good luck there, Zanny. Good luck. Julian Tate, what's going on? Gerald Montana, Waterfly, what's going on, buddy? How you doing, my man? Good to see my man Waterfly in the house. Paul Evangelistas, RB and Obermeyer, what's going on, guys? Thank you for being here. All quarterbacks are that ball's in the air, deep center, back, track, wall, bye! Look at freaking Gary. Comes in, throws out a guy, hits a 2-run homer. Who the hell's this Gary Sanchez guy? Who the hell's this Gary Sanchez guy? Who the hell's he? Anybody know who this Gary Sanchez guy is? That was big. That was big. Look at Gary coming up clutch. Still sucks. Can't stand him. Get the hell out of New York. But the two guys that I really need out of here, Glaber and Gary, they came up big. Got to give them credit. God, they suck, though. 420 always, man. Crimson Brave all bow down to Bama. Well, Georgia and Bama are the two best teams in the country, and then everybody else. But SEC championship, you might as well mark that on your calendar right now. Bama, Georgia. Be a good one, too, man. That'd be a good one. Gary, I misspelled the word. No, what happens? You just misspelled that. That's not misspelt. It's misspelled. But it is what it is. Probably a typo. But yeah, it's not misspelt. It's misspelled with one word, and it's one word and one S. Or it's one word, yeah, and double LED. UConn football, we can, yeah. Yeah, I don't know, Dan. That was pretty good. He had a good eighth inning. That's for sure. Gallo's been hitting, but well, I don't ever trust Gallo. I don't trust Gallo or Sanchez, man. They freaking hit the ball too. They swing and miss way too often, man. Abrar, what's going on? Do I think the Cowboys or Eagles win? I'm going to say the Cowboys win. I just think the Cowboys are a better team. I think the Cowboys have been the best team in this division through the first 2 weeks. And to be honest, I think the Cowboys have the least amount of question marks. I know their secondary is still a question, but I still think that the Cowboys are the best team in this division. Through 2 weeks. You can ask me 2 weeks from now, it could be somebody totally different. But just looking at the way the teams have played overall in the first 2 games, I think Dallas looks the most competitive anyway. Crimson Braves are a Tide fan as well. There you go. Big Happy, what's going on, man? Sports Center, what's up, man? You know what to do, guys. Smack the like, hit this, subscribe. I don't know if they're going to win easily, but I think that they can beat Philadelphia. I know where the game is. The game's in Dallas, right? It's in Dallas, or is it in Philly? Micah Parsons is a beast. That pitcher's low. Is it me, or does Gardner have more pitches out of the strike zone called strikes on him? Domingo Herman warming up in the pen. Gemini Don, what's going on, buddy? Thank you for being here, man. Thank you, Big Happy. Appreciate that. What I think of Kenny Galladay's interview, I mean, I get it. I mean, he's pissed. I mean, I would be too. I'm glad that the Giants are sick and tired of losing. I think that was a big thing with Odell Beckham. That people are like, well, how come when Galladay does it, it's not a big deal. But when Beckham, the number one, Beckham did it a lot. But Beckham did things off the field. Him doing the stuff on the field, whatever, hitting the field goal net, whatever, that wasn't really a big deal. But then he had to go and propose at a field goal net, and he had to do all this other stuff. I mean, come on, man. It's, I understand getting mad at not getting the ball and yelling at Jason Garrett. I mean, how many of you guys want to yell at Jason Garrett? I know, Bricks Nation, as I said, the Mets can't help us out. But seriously, how many of you guys wanted to yell at Jason Garrett? So yelled at Jason Garrett. Yes, Yin Yang. We play the Falcons. You know, Benjamin, my man. Thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate you, Brilly, my good man. He says, Max, if you're going to keep lying to us that you and Brandon Rogers had a one-night stand, well, he had a lover's quarrel with Jared Williams. Is inexcusable. For all the time Dom has sent me mail, Benjamin going after a whole stable of people. Crazy. What's going on, Noah? How you doing, buddy? Thank you for joining the stream, man. Anthony, yes, Friday night we're doing that. Friday night. Ronnie Perkins of the Giants. Ronnie Perkins has been drafted already. He's been drafted. Nakobe Dean will be a Giant. Watch. Giants will go out and get Nakobe Dean. They love their Bulldogs. Love them. You want a TP? Yes, TP his house, Mike. Be a good idea. Games in Dallas. Thank you, Alex. Thank you. Yeah, Gemini. What the Laker dog is right around the corner. The Laker dog is here. Got a lot of hats down here. A couple of gym hats, but yeah. Sky is right around the corner. October 6th. 2 weeks from yesterday. Rondale Moore, I love him. He's on my fantasy team. He had a big week. He had a big week, man. Kyler Murray may have found a new go-to. I mean, with the fact that DeAndre Hopkins is on that team and AJ Green, Rondale Moore is going to see some balls thrown his way. So I liked it. Did I go to Oklahoma? No, I did not. Spencer Rattler been very disappointing. Very. This was a guy that was supposed to be a Heisman Trophy favorite. And he's been very disappointing. Now, Oklahoma starts off slow every year. But like I said, I think Oklahoma's getting right against West Virginia. I really do. Skywalker, my man, thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate you, Brilly. If we lose to the Falcons, the season is legit over. Well, I mean, it won't be looking good. I'm not going to say it's over with 14 games to go, but it certainly will not be a good look if we lose this game at home on the day that we retire Eli Manning's jersey against one of the worst teams in football. We got to find a way to win this game on Sunday. Why do I like the Sooners, right? Adrian Peterson. Back in 2005, I mean, I used to watch college football all the time. Never really rooted for a team. I hate Syracuse. I say this all the time. I hate Syracuse. Goes back to my Big East basketball days. I was a Georgetown fan. I hated Jim Boeheim in Syracuse. I still do. So obviously I wasn't going to root for them. There's no other team in New York except for Rutgers, and I never paid attention to Rutgers. So I was watching Oklahoma. I think they were playing Texas, and Adrian Peterson just caught my eye. And then I was like, shit, is Oklahoma playing? I want to watch Adrian Peterson run. And then every week I just started watching Oklahoma, and I was rooting for AP. I was like, well, I might as well root for the Sooners. So I became a Sooner fan 2005. So I haven't seen them win. They played in a national championship game. They've won the Big 12 a number of times. They've won some bowl games. They haven't won the whole thing yet. That'd be nice. Yeah, don't run hard, DJ, whatever you do. DJ's been hugely disappointing, man. Philly fan D, you can't see the Giants losing on Sunday? Oh, I can. Lone Outdoors, how can I be the man when you the man? I hope they don't, and I think they'll win, but trust me, man, there's no gimmies for the Giants. Philly fan D. There's no gimmies for us. None. Yeah, David, what's good? Yeah, he threw a man out in the top of the eighth, and he hit a 2-0 over the bottom of the eighth because he came in to catch Higashioka, who was pinch running for it by Tyler Wade. You know, what's going on, Anthony? How you doing, buddy? Nobody's getting fired after this week. Yes, the kid from Iowa. I love him, Block Nation. The center from Iowa, Tyler Linderbaum. Kid's a beast. How many good linemen come out of Iowa? Iowa's a damn good team this year, by the way. Iowa's really good. I love Tyler Linderbaum. That's the guy I want the Giants to get. And I'm not a lineman guy, but I love watching him play. Man. DJ's been terrible, Dan. He's not on my shit list because, I mean, I'm not going to kill the guy that should have won MVP 2 years ago and won a batting title last year, but he's been extremely disappointing. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. He's been bad. He's been bad this year. Now, hopefully we make the playoffs. We see the DJ from last year, but he's been awful this year. And he got his money. That's what worries me. He got his money, and now he sucks. Iowa always beats Penn State. That's gonna be a good game. That's in a couple weeks, right? Iowa, Penn State. That'll be a good game. Both of those teams are really good. What's going on, Andrew? How you doing, buddy? Giants fan 26. Shane Lemieux for the year. I don't even care. That don't even bother me. Shane Lemieux is no good anyway. Sucks that he's hurt. You don't want to see anybody get hurt. The Nick Gates injury is going to hurt us. But yeah, back in their middle 90s, Penn State was really good. So was Nebraska with Tommy Frazier, Tom Osborne as the coach. They were really good too. I'm pretty sure Nebraska won the national championship in 94. Penn State finished second in 94. If I had to power rank the NFC East right now, what would the order be? It'd be Dallas, Washington, Philadelphia, Giants. That's how I would rank them. Dallas, Washington, Philadelphia, New York. BJ Goodson retired. Yeah. Thanks, Lone Outdoors. Appreciate you, buddy. Yo, Hot Take Hockey in the house. What's going on? Hockey must be starting soon. I know basketball's starting in a couple weeks. So hockey's got to be. Best hockey channel on YouTube if you guys are fans of hockey. Even if you're not. If you're just fans of freaking awesome, dude, you want to subscribe to my man, Hot Take Hockey. I'm ready for hockey streams. Anytime hockey's on, then I know Hot Take Hockey stream, and I'm there. Even if I can't watch a game on TV, I usually like to watch a game and sync up his play-by-play with my TV. But even if it's not, like if he's doing a Leafs game, and I don't get the Leafs games in New York, but I love listening, man. The energy's great. Great energy. Dude's the man. Jay Willie, I know for the rankings, it is. It's crazy. But I thought Penn State got robbed in 94 myself. But I forgot who Nebraska was. It Nebraska? Who the hell won it in 94? Whoever the hell it was, I can't remember who the two teams are. I thought Nebraska won in 94. I'm pretty sure they won it in 94, 95, if I'm not mistaken. And they beat the number 3 team in the country. Penn State had to play Oregon in the Rose Bowl. And they beat them pretty handily, but Oregon was not a top team in the league. And they didn't do it the way they do it now. So it was all based on AP polling. So I thought that Penn State got robbed in 94 myself. I'm a Rangers fan, Jake. Chris Drury owns a pizza place. Nice. Hope it's good pizza. It was Nebraska. Okay. I thought that they won back-to-back. Well, they went 94, 95, 97. It was Miami. Okay. It was because Miami was really good back then, too. Nebraska was at 94, 95, and 97. They won like 3 in a row. Then you never heard from them again. Chapman's okay. Chapman's starting to get his confidence back. We need that, Jake. We need that. Who's going to cover Pitts? It worries me. Pee-wee with the dreads. What's going on, buddy? Good to see you. Lakers starting soon, brother. Starting soon. Well, I don't think Alabama's bad at all. They're still the number 1 team in the country. Clemson got no offense. Their offensive line is not very good. And the ukulele, as Uncle Luke calls them, certainly is diminished this season. Clemson's defense is still pretty good. Their offense is no good. I mean, they barely beat Georgia Tech. Like they needed a freaking defensive goal line stand and held on to beat Georgia Tech 14-8. Clemson seems like they're falling off a little bit. Alabama, this is how good Alabama's been. Pee-wee says, how did Alabama get this bad? They're the number 1 team in the country. They beat the hell out of Miami. They beat Florida. I forgot who else they beat. It was a nobody. But they beat those teams. The defense hasn't been as great as it used to be, but that's how good they've been, that they're the number 1 team in the country. Pee-wee still says, how do they get this bad? Alabama is really good. But I think Georgia could beat them this year. I do think Georgia's the best team in the country. That defense would beat anybody. Dan, thanks so much. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you for the super chat. Really, my good man. He says, I like DJ, and he's been good overall for us, but I actually didn't want him back this offseason, especially with the years. I hope he finishes the year strong. Yeah, I did want him back. I can't lie, Dan. There was actually a video of me handing over like a pile of cash to DJ LeMay. He was so good for us. Because I wanted him back because he was the one guy that, was a contact hitter and hit over 300. And this year he's been in the low 270s, high 260s all year, which is terrible. Not to mention he hit in the clutch all the time. He was like one of the best hitters in the league over the course of 3 or 4 years with runners in scoring position. So I wanted him back. I never thought he would be this disappointing. But yes, hopefully we get in the playoffs and hopefully the DJ from the past couple of years returns because he has been Not very good at all. Zachary, my man, thank you so much, brother. Appreciate you. Brilly. He says there's a strikeout. He says, go West Virginia. I hope the game with Oklahoma be a good game. Dodge sucks. The entire student section was about to kill him after he cost us. Yeah. Is that any relation to Matt Dodge? I just think, listen, now, Oklahoma's offense has not been very good. Spencer Rattler struggling, not counting the game against Western Carolina where they scored 76. But they did put up a lot against Tulane. So they just took their foot off the gas pedal in the second half of that game. West Virginia has not beaten Oklahoma since they joined the Big 12. They're always high-scoring, high-flying games. Oklahoma's defense is a lot better than it's been in the past. Of course, West Virginia just had a big win against Virginia Tech last week. So it won't be an easy game. But I think at the end, I think it'll be close for half. I think Oklahoma pulls away. Oklahoma always starts off slow in the season, but I think Oklahoma should be able to beat West Virginia. But you never know. That's why they play the games. I also thought that they would crush Nebraska, and they barely beat them. So who the hell knows? Richie, thank you, brother. Appreciate you. Brilly. Do you consider North Jersey as a part of New York City area? No, I don't. It's Jersey. Jersey and New York are different. I know the Giants play in East Rutherford, plus the baseball minor league teams are the Yankees. They're not. I don't consider them part of the New York City sports area, absolutely. But I think New Jersey tell you the same thing. There's a reason that the Giants are in New Jersey. I don't think anybody that lives in North Jersey would say, yeah, we want to be a part of New York City and have to pay those taxes. There's a big difference in taxes between Jersey and New York. Huge. So there it is. Chapman with the stare. The Yankees get to get. All right, we're in the wild card right now, guys. Toronto lost today to Tampa. If it ended today, we in the playoffs. If I'm home Saturday, we doing Yankees-Red Sox. Well, I'm home Saturday. I don't know what the deal is. Well, I'm doing Yankees-Red Sox. Yankees-Red Sox. Got to do it. Steve, thank you so much. Appreciate you, brother. Brilly. If I drive 4 hours in New Jersey and the Giants lose to the freaking Falcons, I may lose my mind. And I don't blame you. Not only are you driving 4 hours, you have to pay all that money. You're going to get stuck in traffic. You have to pay $15 a beer. They're retiring Eli's jersey or playing a terrible team in our stadium. No reason to lose, Steve. I'd be pissed off too. I'll be sitting here, not driving, drinking diet soda, the comfort of my own home, no lines in the bathroom, and I'll be pissed if they lose. So I can only imagine you. Mike, thank you, buddy. Appreciate you, really. Did I watch the 86 Mets 30 for 30? I saw the thing on Dwight Gooden and Darryl Strawberry. I don't know if that's it. I don't think I have seen that. I think that was on the other night, Mike, and I didn't watch it. I do want to watch it. Listen, I'm a Yankee fan. I love the 86 Mets. I love them. I go back and I watch. There's so many 86 games from 1986 from the Mets on YouTube. I watch them all. I love that NLCS against the Astros. I love the World Series. The 86 playoffs in baseball, best playoffs I've ever seen in my life. Both of them ALCSs, or the League Championship Series. Boston and Los Angeles, well, they were California Angels at the time. So Boston and California, Houston and the Mets, and then the World Series. Best playoffs I've ever seen in 1986. So I definitely want to watch it because I love the 86 Mets. I can't lie. They were a great team. And then I think it's awesome that both Gooden and Strawberry came to the Yankees and won a couple championships here. So that's pretty cool, too. Abe Fro, man, thank you so much, man. Appreciate you, brother. Really. The Sausage King of Chicago. Do you pick up the option on Barkley? Yes, we did. $7.2 million next year. So they did pick up the fifth-year option on him. It's actually cheaper. He's getting paid less next year than he is more. He's getting paid less next year than he is this year. So it was smart to pick up the fifth-year option. So, yeah, they do have that. I was a little young for Phillies in Houston in 1980, but maybe I'll check that out, Philly Fendi. You can see a lot of things on YouTube now. Lake don't know what's going on, but I'll give that a look because I was a little young for Pete Rose and Mike Schmidt, and the Phillies and Nolan Ryan was on that Astros team, right? 1980. When the hell did Nolan Ryan go to the Astros? He was there in 81. Was he there? I know J.R. Richard was there in 1980. Nolan Ryan was there. No. When the hell did Nolan Ryan become an Astro? Was it 81? I'm trying to think of the 1980 Topps card. I think he was still an Angel. I think he was still an Angel in 1980. I don't know. If Gallup leaves in Dallas, I want him to go to the Giants. I mean, Pee Wee, we just paid a lot of money for Kenny Galladay, so I don't know if that's going to happen. We didn't re-sign Shepard, Sean. We backloaded his contract, so he'll be here for another year pretty much. They just took the money and they moved it back so they had some cap space. But that's really what it is. I agree, Christopher. I think that Oklahoma will go undefeated. I really do. I don't think anybody's beating them. I know they haven't looked good. They always start off slow. They started off slow last year, lost to Kansas State and Iowa State. Then they were the hottest team at the end of the year. That's them every year. There's really nobody in the Big 12 that scares me. Maybe Iowa State. Other than that, there's not. They should beat Oklahoma State. They should beat Texas. They should beat Baylor. They should beat Kansas State. Actually, don't play Kansas State this year. I don't think. I think I looked at their schedule. They don't play Kansas. Maybe they do play Kansas State. They should beat Kansas. For some reason, I thought I didn't see Kansas State. But I think Oklahoma can go undefeated. I don't think they're going to have to beat Alabama or Georgia, though. Definitely not. If Clemson gets there, I think they can beat Clemson. I think they can beat Oregon. I think they can beat Penn State. I think they can beat Iowa. But I don't think they're beating Georgia or Alabama. Yankee, man, thank you so much, brother. I appreciate you. Brilly. How do you feel about John Rocker as a pitcher and a person? Do you also feel 2001, 2008 were a dark time for the Yankees? Well, no. I mean, the Yankees made the World Series in 2003. They made the ALCS in 2004. They made the playoffs every year, 2005, 2006, 2007. 2008, obviously, they did not make it. But no, I don't think that was – I mean, dark time for the Yankees for me was 1989 to 1992. Those are dark times. They were really bad back then. John Rocker was a prick, and everybody hated him. He's a pretty good pitcher for a couple of years, but nobody liked John Rocker. I remember the things he said about New Yorkers, and then people chuck bottles at him when he was at Shea. I remember that. It was pretty good. It's pretty good. Falcons played a lot better against the Bucks if Jones plays the way he did against Yeah, I don't think it'll be easy, Ramsteed. I don't think anything we do is going to be easy. The Giants have no gimmies, but I think we can beat Atlanta. But there's no gimme. It's not like we're going to blow them out, you know. Kalen, how can I beat a man? We need a man. He joined Houston in 1980. Oh, he did join Houston in 1980. Okay, thank you, Toasty. So I'm trying to think of that 1980 Topps card if he's on the Astros or the Angels. But that don't mean anything because they make those at the end of the 79 season. So maybe he wasn't there yet. You wish the Giants would play a game at Yale like they did in the 70s? I can tell you this. The team is bad enough to play the way they did at Yale. 1974 to 1976, the Giants are one of the worst teams ever. The 76 Giants could be the worst Giants team ever. The year I was born. It's fantastic. It's funny. The year I was born could be the worst year in the history of the Giants franchise. The year my son was born, they lost more games in their history in 13 than ever before. They've never lost more games in their entire history than 2017. My son was born that year. In 1976, they started off 0-9. That's the year I was born. So if things work out good, by the time my son is 27, he should see 4 Super Bowls. So give him a few years. My son's 4. I started watching the Giants in 1984. They were in the playoffs. They won a Super Bowl when I was 10. So 2027, we got a Super Bowl. I would like it sooner. 2027, man. Dominic, thanks so much, man. Appreciate you, brother. Brilly. My favorite Jeter moment. That's tough. That is tough. So many good ones. Oh, man. I think the Jeffrey Mayer homer. I think the Jeffrey Mayer home run because he was a rookie. He was getting indoctrinated in the whole thing, and it kind of started to turn the Yankees around. I would say the Jeffrey Mayer home run was pretty good. That was pretty good. I think I enjoyed that. He had a lot of great. The home run to lead off Game 4 against the Mets in the World Series, that was such a huge home run. First pitch out of the park. You know, Mets had just cut the series in half, 2-1, and that was obviously really big. The home run against the Diamondbacks in Game 5 to give us a 3-2 series lead when he became Mr. November. Obviously, the catch against Boston when he dove into the stands. I mean, he had tons. LA, man, thank you, brother. I really appreciate you. Brilly, my good man. He says, my father is a Mets and Jets fan. That's rough. 69, 86 are great years for him. The ManningCast is awesome. Eli and Peyton are absolutely hilarious, as expected. Brady will do something like that when he retires in another 20 years. It's fact. And he probably will play to at least 60. He's going to play at least 50. I swear to God, LA. He is going to play until he's 50. He is. And yes, Eli and Peyton are awesome. Best thing ESPN ever did was that. Best thing they ever did. And yeah, I always say, man, it could be worse. I mean, the Yankees just they're just underachieving right now. It's not like they're bad, but Yankee fans expect a lot. Giants have been terrible. The Knicks have been terrible for years. And then, of course, the Rangers haven't won since 94, but I'm not really a diehard Rangers fan. And they actually made a Stanley Cup in 2014, and then they were close in 2015. And they're young, and they're pretty good. But I always say it could be worse. I could be a Mets, Jets, Knicks, and Rangers fan. Then I would have saw one in my lifetime, which would have been 86. So at least I got to see, 10 if you count the Rangers. Georgia versus Florida national championship. It could happen. I don't know if that would happen because, Jeremiah, that could happen. It would depend, though, Jeremiah, because if they both play in the SEC championship game, it would depend on where they end up being ranked, right? They would have to be ranked 1-3 or 2-3. They couldn't be ranked 1-4 because they'd play each other in the first round of the playoffs. So I don't know whatever team lost if they would be, number 2, number 3. I don't know where they would be. So if they fell to 4, they did play in the first round. But yeah, if they're 3, that could definitely happen. I don't think anybody's close to those two teams, but it's early in the season and anything can happen. Moal, what's going on? Jose Julian, what's going on? Dwight Gooden versus Clemens is better. Clemens had a much longer career than Doc. Much longer. Doc was great. Doc was great for like 4 years. And unfortunately, the white pony got him. Sucks. And I met Gooden. And Dwight Gooden, one of the nicest people you'd ever meet in your life. You root for Dwight Gooden. Nicest guy. Nicest guy. And it's funny, for you Laker fans that are in the house, I went to Trevor's stream one night, and he had Gary Sheffield Jr. on there. And obviously, Gary Sheffield is his dad. Now, what a lot of people don't know is that Dwight Gooden is actually Gary Sheffield's uncle. So I put in the chat that night, I said, Dwight Gooden is Gary Sheffield Jr.'s great uncle. And Trevor read it, and he said, is that true? And Gary Sheffield Jr. said, yes, that is true. He's saying, Trevor's like, I didn't know that. And Gary Sheffield Jr. said, and he's the nicest guy you'd ever want to meet. I don't know Gary Sheffield Jr., but he said the same exact thing I did. Doc is an awesome guy. I miss OBJ and Victor Cruz playing for the Giants. You and me both, Pee-wee. I think all Giants fans will tell you they miss OBJ and Cruz and Eli in their primes. Arian, I would love a Georgia-Oklahoma national championship. I think that'd be a lot of fun. Georgia would crush the Sooners. I mean, we're not going to score a lot against that defense, and they'd score on us. But it would be good. It would be good. If you're Atlanta's defense coordinator, how are you trying to stop Jones' zone read options? I mean, you have to have a spy. I'd probably have a linebacker or a safety spying Daniel Jones. I would have one of them keying Daniel Jones. The only thing is, if you do have a linebacker, somebody that does that, then it's going to leave a lot of man-to-man. You should be able to complete the passes. But that's why Daniel Jones's legs are so important, because it makes the defense commit to Jones, and you should have open receivers down the field like you did with Darius Slayton. So I think that's big. But that's, if you want to stop Daniel Jones running, you're going to do it with a linebacker or safety. You're going to spy him to see what he does. But again, that leaves receivers open. So hopefully that's what happens. And this time, if they're open, hopefully they catch it. Mike, thank you, buddy. I appreciate you, Brilly. Did you know Dwight Gooden missed the 86 World Series parade? I did, because I watched a 30 for 30 on Dwight Gooden and Darryl Strawberry. Yep. He got high, passed out, woke up, parade was going on. I did. Christopher, I just hope Oklahoma makes it, man. I hope Oklahoma makes it. They need to draft cornerback Derek Stingley Jr. from LSU. I mean, I don't know. Do we need corners? We have a lot of corners. We need some guys in the trenches. Big time. Big time. They spent a lot of draft picks on cornerbacks and spent a lot of money in the secondary. I think that we got to go line in this draft. Defense or offense. One or the other, man. Hawk, thanks so much. Appreciate you, brother. Brilly. Eagles got Dallas, Chiefs, Carolina, Bucks, Do you think they can win 3? No, God, no. They're not winning 3 of those 4 games. No. They're going to lose to the Chiefs and Bucs. They may beat Dallas. They may beat Carolina, but I can't see them beating Kansas City or Tampa Bay. I can't see that happening. They might lose 3 of those 4 games. They might lose all 4 of them, but I can't see them winning 3 out of 4, that gauntlet. It's like the Giants. The Giants have those same teams. The Giants aren't going to win 3 out of 4 against those 4 teams either. The Giants can go 2-2 against those. I'd be thrilled, So, DA, I mean, it's just what it does. I mean, Bama's schedule is not easy. You play in the SEC, so that's the best conference in football. There's nothing easy about Bama's schedule, and you do have a stacked team. You have a stacked team because of Nick Saban. When you're a really good team, everybody wants to go play with you. When you play for you, when you have a great coach, you want to go play there. Why? Because NFL scouts are looking at you. It gives you the best opportunity to succeed, especially when you have a lot of talent around you. So it's not a bad thing to be a stacked team in college. LA, man, thank you so much, brother. Appreciate you. Really, really, my good man. Some great athletes in other sports, particularly boxing and MMA, has guys that competed into their 40s, Randy Couture and George Foreman. Brady is literally playing at 44 exactly like he was at 34 and 24. He doesn't get older, LA. I keep saying he's a vampire. I think that he's a vampire. I think Tom Brady is a vampire. He does not age. He doesn't age. Papa Exotic, thanks so much. Brilly. No, John Ross is injured. So we have not played him. We have not played him. I'm trying to think of any baseball players that made it into their 40s. I know Pete Rose, Mariano Rivera. I didn't get to 44, but he was 40, I think. 41. He was really good. Yeah, Pee Wee, there's a lot going on there. Matt asked what's going on. How can I be the man when you need a man? Jack Cohn playing against former team for Notre Dame. There you go. I forgot who Notre Dame's playing this week. Deion Jones is fast quarterback. He's not the fastest. Kyler Murray's fast. Kyler Murray and Lamar Jackson, but that's it. Deion Jones is the 3rd fastest. Yes, Julio Franco played. Ricky Henderson's another one. They played into their 40s. Yeah, Dashy, I saw that. Well, I was listening to the game, and I heard Susan Waldman say somebody ran out in the field. Oh, Smutty, I agree. Yeah, DJ's fast. Don't get me wrong. Kyler Murray and Lamar Jackson are special fast. Daniel Jones is sneaky fast. Sneaky fast. They got to use him. I'm not saying Daniel Jones needs to run that RPO every play, but he ran 5 times for 95 yards. I think I think 5 runs for Daniel Jones is good. I think that's a good game plan. It's just amazing how if Dexter Lawrence doesn't jump off sides, how we're singing such a different tune. You know what I mean? It's just insane. If he doesn't jump off sides and we're 1-1, what a different tune we're singing as a fan base. It's incredible the outlook you'd have for the New York Giants if that didn't happen. Do I think Saquon's going to have a big week? I don't think Saquon's ready to have a big week yet. I don't think he's all the way there, and I think that teams consistently still key on Saquon Barkley and say, Daniel Jones, if the Giants offense is going to move the ball against us, it's going to be with Daniel Jones. So I don't think he'll have a big week. I don't think that – I think by week 6, Saquon should be 100% healthy. I'm hoping. Should the Giants draft linebacker? I'm not ready for the draft yet, Blue City Empire Sports. I'm not ready for that. We're into the 3rd. We haven't even played 3 games in this season. Things change so much in college football. The needs of the team. It depends on free agency. It depends on who we let go. It depends on a lot of things. So if I want any linebacker out of college, it's Nakobe Dean. He's the best linebacker in college. They took Azeez Ojulari as an outside linebacker, and Nakobe Dean's an inside linebacker. I would take him. If I'm going to take a linebacker, it'd be him. He's going to win the Buckus Award. No, the Rams are good. The Raiders, were my sleeper. The deadly end, 30-27 Giants. 30-27 Giants. We scored 30 this time, and Atlanta don't get that last second field goal. Yeah, Zachary, it did come out late. Bothered me too, because all Giants fans were celebrating. And then you turn around, the flag's on the field. So, Snacks, what's up, buddy? Lakers right around the corner, my man. Right around the corner. Right around the corner. Don't worry, be happy now. Yeah, I think it'll be close. Our defense ain't stopping anybody. If you watched their offense, Atlanta's offense was pretty good against Tampa. Kyle Pitts going to give us a headache. Kyle Pitts is good. It was a wrong pick for Atlanta. It was a bad pick for them, but he can play. I hope the Giants defense figures it out and they do only score 17, but I think it's going to be close. Giants are a 3.5-point favorite. Mad Cowboy, what's going on? I can see that happening. Your Slayton catches it, exactly. Or the holding call doesn't happen on Daniel Jones' touchdown run. There's a lot of ifs, ands, or buts that could have happened for the Giants, and they all went against us, every one of them. Brandon, thank you, buddy. Appreciate you. Really kind of weird that D-Line's team for this neat. Well, I think part of it's because they play a 3-4. Honestly. But yeah, no pass rusher. Yeah, the flags are ridiculous. I hate exactly, Larry. I hate them too. Yeah, always calls against the Giants. When you're a bad team, you don't get the calls. Ever. It's amazing, man. I hope we do beat Atlanta convincingly, Christopher. I just don't know if it's going to happen. I hope you're right, Jesse. Jam and Jesse. I seen our defense and, no. I don't think we're shutting them down completely. I don't. I was so happy when they missed a field goal. Yeah, exactly, DB. Yeah, I was thrilled. I'm like, oh my God, we got out of there with a win. And then I turn around, there's a flag on the ground. It's crazy. Unknown user. How can I be the man? We need a man. I don't know. Jacob Kelly, what's going on, man? Thank you for being here. Appreciate it. Zachary Dusk Thunder, what's going on? Appreciate you guys and girls being here. Jalad Jutkowitz, what's going on? Thank you for being here. Appreciate it. We can shut Atlanta down. Atlanta's offense is not bad. They got Calvin Ridley. Matt Ryan can still play. They got Kyle Pitts. Just really good offense. Their defense is trash. Their defense is terrible. But their offense is not bad. Jake, thank you, brother. I appreciate you. Really. What do you think is the best Giants team that never won a ring? 2008. 2008 was the best team I ever saw, and I saw the 86 Giants. Because they were top 5 in both offense and defense. That was not the case in 86. Their offense was middle of the road, a little down. They got hot going into the playoffs. The defense was dominant all year for the Giants in 86, but in 2008, the Giants had a top 3 defense and a top 5 offense, and they ran the ball down everybody's throat. They led the league in rushing. All 3 of their backs had over 5 yards of carry on average. Both Ward and Jacobs had over 1,000 yards on the ground. Their offensive line was great. They had Amani Toomer, Steve Smith, and Plaxico Burress before he shot himself. That Giants team was really good. Best team in football. Scott, what's going on, man? Thank you for being here. Appreciate that. What's going on, Scott? How you doing, man? Amazing guy. Yeah, alcohol is a necessity about watching Giants games, but no more for me. That beer was the last one you see me drink because I can't have my diet fall off. So back to diet Coke all the time. What's going on, Anthony? How you doing, buddy? Thank you for being here, man. Anthony D'Amico and Anthony. 2-year anniversary of DJ's first start. Yes, it is. Yeah, thank you, Summit Hockey. I appreciate you. The Giants, I don't know what they're going to do. They're going to pick somebody up off the scrap heap, and it's not going to cost them too much money. I think they have money for that. I think that's part of the reason they backloaded Shep's contract. They have maneuverability with the cap. Jamie Collins, no, I don't think we make it. I don't think we do that. I'd rather have Tony Romo than Joe Flacco, Pee-wee. Romo was better than Flacco. Flacco had one good playoff run. I mean, Romo never had that playoff run, but Romo was a better quarterback than Flacco, in my opinion. Would be shocked? No, would not be shocked if the Falcons. I'd be disappointed, but I would not be shocked. The Giants are not good enough for any team to beat us and me be shocked. Not at all. Booze, what's going on, man? Thank you for being here. Chrono Cowboy, thank you for super chat. Appreciate you, brother. Brilly. Favorite current Giants player? Man, probably it's between Barkley and McKinney. I mean, I don't know. I love the defensive guys, but Barkley's just waiting to see the magical Saquon Barkley from 2018, you know. We'll see, Jeff. I don't know. We'll see. You know, defense can't be as bad as it's shown. It's better than that. Give me Preston Parker over Matt Dodge. Adori's had his moments where he hasn't looked good, but I think Adoree overall has played pretty well. I think he's played pretty well. I think the scheme sucks. Yeah, I think Aziz will have another sack. I do. Well, I don't know why they don't play Tony. I don't understand it. I don't get it, man. It is what it is. Graham Gano is the man. What's going on, Tristan? What's going on? Zachary, Flip 270. You guys know what to do. Hit the like button. Hit that subscribe if you're new. Let's go. Yanks making it. Well, they swept the Rangers, which is nice. They came back to win, which was nice. Be streaming the game against Boston on Saturday if I'm home. Got to take 2 out of 3 from Boston. That has to happen. Has to. Yeah, I'm not believing in the Yankees still, Max, but it's just nice to see them win. Charles Barkley, what's going on? Johnny Boy, Zach, thank you for hitting that thumbs up button, buddy. Appreciate that. Do I miss Carmelo Anthony next? Absolutely not. I was not a Carmelo Anthony fan. And now I get to call Carmelo Anthony with the Lakers. Go figure. Oh, shimmy, that's what they got to do, man. They have to use Daniel Jones's legs. It's a weapon. They don't have to run him every time, but they got to incorporate it a little bit. What's wrong with the Mets? They're the Mets, Alvaro. They're the Mets, bud. The Mets will Met, just like the Jets will Jet. That could definitely happen, Kevin Bills. Pitts has a big game, Falcons lose. That's definitely a possibility. Should give Quincy Roche a chance? I mean, I don't know. Well, the Giants are what they are. You know, I think I think they need to play more man coverage. Acuna King brought the 420. What's going on, man? Snacks, you know, they're around. The rest of they'll be here for the Lakers stuff. You know that. Pee-wee's back. I see a lot of Laker people coming back now. We're getting close. The first game I'm not doing because the Giants play on the third, but plus it's a 3:30 game and nobody's going to play in that game. But the second, all the other preseason games are at 9:30 or 10 or 10:30. I'll definitely be doing all those. So October 6th is a Tuesday, and it's late, so we'll be ready to go. Michael Matthias, thank you so much. Appreciate you, really. What the hell is Schwartz doing? He's still hurt. I don't know. Schwartz. I'm missing somebody. You know. Who do I hate more, Red Sox or Eagles? Flip a coin. I have no idea. Judge ain't gone. I have no idea. No clue who the Giants' next head coach would be. No clue. Do I think DeAndre Jordan's going to pick up? The Lakers got big guys now. Snacks. They didn't have big guys last year. They got them now. They got Dwight Howard back. I mean, DeAndre Jordan, bench filler. I like the Kendrick Nunn was my favorite pickup for the Lakers. Really good young 3-point shooter. You know, Ken Bazemore can shoot. They added some 3-point shooters. They got Rajon Rondo back, so they got their floor general back. Carmelo Anthony's just there to try to get a ring. I don't know what Carmelo Anthony's going to bring to the team. Malik Monk is good. They got Trevor Ariza back again. It's just a veteran guy. You know, Lakers are an older team, but they're very deep. So we'll see what they do. Yeah, Bieniemy would be good for the Giants. You know. Again, Galata, it would depend on who's hurt for us, who's hurt for the Saints, what's going on in that game. It's hard to predict 2 weeks out where we'll be. I just hope that we just got to worry about Atlanta. We got to worry about Atlanta. Let's worry about Atlanta. Get through Atlanta. I don't have big expectations for Saquon Alvaro. I did a video last year saying the Giants should listen to trade offers. So I actually don't think Saquon Barkley is getting another contract with the Giants. So I don't have big expectations. I just think that Saquon Barkley, when he's healthy, is great. How healthy is he? Michael, thank you, buddy. I appreciate you. Really, really. Right tackle Mitchell Schwartz is a free agent. I don't know. There's a lot of free agents out there that the Giants could have taken a look at. They didn't. Maybe he doesn't fit their scheme. Maybe they don't have any trust in him. Maybe they don't have the money. I don't know. I don't know why the Giants do what they do. Do I think Kuzma will be better in Washington? Take that absolutely, because I think Los Angeles distracted Kuzma. I think Kuzma wanted to be too Hollywood, forgot about playing basketball. Not to mention, I don't think he fit in there with LeBron and Anthony Davis. I think in Washington, he'll be much better. Kuzma could play. Kuzma's got a lot of talent. Kuzma will be fine. Cowboys are Cowboys. Who am I going for? Well, I'm picking the Cowboys over the Eagles. Yeah, it's going to happen. Have I ever seen a hockey game live? The Albany River Rats used to play up here, and again, that's minor league hockey. But yeah, I used to go there all the time. It was the New Jersey Devils minor league team. So yeah, the River Rats were big up here for a while. What's going on, Jermaine? How you doing, buddy? Thank you for joining the stream. Hoping the defense plays better against the Falcons. I hope so, Oscar. We need it. We need it. I hope so, Avery. I don't have any Knicks predictions. None. Actually, I do. The Knicks are in a very tough conference. They went laterally, in my opinion. I think Miami and Chicago got a lot better. Milwaukee's obviously the defending champions. Boston's going to be healthy. They get Jaylen Brown back this year. The Nets are really good. The Hawks are really good. The Knicks may squeak in as a 7th or 8th seed, but I think the Knicks overachieved last year. I don't know if they did enough to get better. Now, obviously, Kemba Walker's a massive upgrade over Elfrid Payton because Elfrid Payton sucks. Mitchell Robinson coming back will also help the Knicks. But people won't take the Knicks lightly this year. So I think they can squeak into the playoffs as a 7 or 8, but that East is tough. The East is tough. Alvaro, thank you, buddy. Appreciate you. Really, really. The only good thing from Boston is Sam Adams. Damn right. Sam Adams. There you go. Jacko Pumpkin. I don't know if the Giants are going to play Tony. I don't know what the deal is. What do I do with the Giants? Also, if it's the same thing I did when they lost to Washington and Denver, I'll rant in my post game. They can't lose to Atlanta. Let's hope that they don't. I don't know. The River Rat was pretty awesome. I got to admit that. He was pretty cool. They're pretty cool. They were a good team. The River Rats were good. Albany's had a lot of teams come and go through here, but there's just too much to do in the city of Albany. The sports teams don't really catch on here, man. We got the Albany Colony A's here for a while. We have the Albany Colony Yankees, who I used to go to all the time. We had the Albany Patroons years ago. River Rats. All that stuff. Joey Shakes, what's up, my man? There's a great Eagles content creator, by the way, right there. My man Joey, thanks so much, brother. Appreciate you, really, really. Hey, bro, hope you're doing well. Heard some mistakes. Play design was bad. Tough road ahead. Is Dallas the best in the East? Well, like I said, Joey, through the first 2 weeks, I think they are. That's not saying anything. This division still isn't very good, but I think through the first 2 weeks, yeah, I think Dallas is the best. Ask me 2 weeks from now, it could be somebody totally different. That's just how I look at it. I do think Dallas has been the best for the first 2 weeks, but they're 1-1, just like you, just like Washington, and we're 0-2, and we're an offsides away from being 1-1. So, Dallas being the best through 2 weeks, and it's not like they're head and shoulders better than everybody else. They're kind of like Washington was last year. They're best by default. in my opinion. But all these teams have massive weaknesses. I don't think there's really a class of the NFC East. But if you're asking me after 2 weeks, I would say Dallas is the best right now. But like I said, ask me in a couple weeks, it could be somebody totally different. And Hurts is going to have listen, Hurts is going to struggle. Hurts can't throw. I mean, I know he can run. That doesn't make you a good quarterback. Somebody wants to say Cam Newton was a great athlete. I'll agree. Great athlete. Great quarterback? No. Dynamic quarterback, yes. Michael Vick, same thing. He was a great athlete, not a great quarterback. I think Hurts, that could be Daniel Jones too. Daniel Jones is a good athlete, believe it or not. I know he tripped on his feet, but, Hurts doesn't have good arm strength. He underthrew a lot of those receivers in that game. So, I don't know. We'll see. I don't live in Albany. I live in Saratoga. I live near Albany. I also, King Tone, I would love the last game of the season to mean something. I would love the last game of the season to come down to what we do and not worry about what somebody else does, man. So hopefully. Danny Kaba, thanks so much for Donnie Kaba. Thank you, brother. Appreciate it. Really, what up, bad dog? You think John Ross will bring some excitement to the kick punt return game? I feel like our special teams game is boring. Go Giants. I mean, if he ever gets out in the field. And I don't know why we're not using Kadarius Toney for that. But we definitely could use some excitement in special teams. I agree. Special teams isn't bad for us. So got to stop. It's got to stop. I don't know. Dave Campbell, man, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Really. Remember the Albany Diamond Dogs? I do. I didn't go to the games. They were an independent league team, also played at Heritage Park. That was the last team to play at Heritage Park. I used to go to Heritage Park when I was in high school, like I said, when the Yankees were there. I remember I saw the Yankees playing Canton Akron. This had to be 1990, 91, somewhere in there. Jim Tomei hit two of the longest freaking home runs I've ever seen over the center field wall. And when Jim Tomei hit the ball, it sounded like a cannon went off. Jim Tomei hit it was I never heard a sound like that. He crushed the ball. But I do remember the Diamond Dogs. I did not go watch them, but I do know that they existed there. Because again, they were independent league. I didn't really care about the Diamond Dogs. Where I think Simmons stays in Philadelphia. I don't know where else he would go, or maybe he goes and plays in Australia. Maybe he goes to the Warriors or something. I don't know where Ben Simmons is going to go. Interesting to see what that is. No, they shouldn't give all Slane's reps to Toney, but I think that Kadarius Toney needs to see the field. I think they need to incorporate him into the game plan somehow. Everybody in this chat has more receiving yards than Kadarius Toney. We have 0. He has -2. I mean, come on, But he's got to stop dropping it. Well, I hope they win for you, Cody. Porzingis a good fit for the Celtics? Yeah. I actually do think he'd be a good fit for the Celtics because he wouldn't have to be the main guy. Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum are the main guys there. So, yeah, I actually do think KP would be I think he would be good for the Celtics. Nets want to trade Kyrie? That doesn't surprise me. Kyrie sucks. He don't suck, but he gets paid way too much. He's a diva, Is DJ the next franchise quarterback? I'm not going to say one way or the other. I don't know what he is. Some nights he looks like he could be. Some nights he looks like he should be cut immediately, No, they haven't. Dreddy, they have not tried to incorporate him into the offense, and I don't know why. We said I'm not. It's confusing to me how you spend the number 20 overall pick in the draft on a wide receiver and he doesn't see the field. It's strange. You don't want Porzingis back in the Knicks. Porzingis was. I was so glad the Knicks let him walk. I was so glad the Knicks traded him, man. That guy was not worth the money at all. 7'3", soft as baby shit. Dude, the dude averaged like less than 7 boards a game. How can you be 7'3" and not even average 7 rebounds a game? No post game. Never developed a post game. Nah. What do I think of the Yankees so far? The season's over. The Yankees may make the wild card. They may win the wild card. They ain't getting out of the first round. Tampa will wipe them out. Tampa will wipe them out. The Yankees aren't good enough to beat Tampa Bay. I mean, Jeff, that could be. A lot of people are down on Jason Garrett, and I understand that. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. We will see. I don't know why the Nets would trade Kyrie, but you never know. You never know. But then, the Knicks don't need Porzingis. Oscar, that's all anybody wants is consistent play. That's all I'm asking for. Like I said, when I did the video about, what does DJ's performance mean? Because now guys are like, oh, look at DJ. He's a franchise. He's the future. Man, he played one good game. I mean, come on, man. He's had flashes of really good games. It doesn't mean anything. He needs to be consistent. He hasn't been consistent his entire career. I'll be right, Arian. We'll see. I don't think he's throwing 5 touchdowns. I don't think he'll get the opportunity. I don't think he'll get the opportunity to throw for 5 touchdowns. But it would be nice. It'd be nice if we scored 5 touchdowns as a unit. Yeah. So, Falcons are the Falcons are definitely beatable. Without a doubt, we should win. We're favored. We haven't been favored all year. What's going on, BBD? Yeah, the Lakers are coming in a couple weeks, man. Like I said, the Laker dogs right here. Ivana Alawi, I've been talking to Ivana. She'll be back this year for some Laker basketball. Lovely Ivana will be next to me. I hope so, Andrew. I'm not about to say that he's going to throw for 350 yards and rush for over 100. I don't get. Listen, I'll be honest. I don't give a damn what Daniel. I don't care about Daniel Jones' statistics. I want to win. That's it. I want to win. I don't give a damn if Daniel Jones throws for 5 touchdowns, has a total of 5 touchdowns, or doesn't throw a single touchdown. Win the game. Win the freaking game. I don't care what Daniel Jones does. Just win. Just win the game. Win. That's all I care about. That's the statistics I care about. Winning. Yes, you'll never see Tampa, but there's no Rays fans in Tampa. Most New Yorkers retire and go to Florida. I'm going to do it when I get older. I'm retiring and I'm moving south. That's a fact. I'm going south. You take your New York State pension, you go to Florida. There's no taxes down there, and the cost of living is half what it is in New York. So you get New York money, which New Yorkers get paid a lot of money because the cost of living is so much. Not a lot, but enough to survive. So you take the New York money, you go down to Florida, you're doing well. That happens. But the other thing is, there was never a team down there for years. And the Yankees had spring training in Tampa for years. So obviously, all the fans in Tampa are Yankee fans. So, yeah, Shane's out for the season, but again, I don't think that's a massive loss. That's all I want to do, Snacks. I just want to win. 15-2, the Giants are not going 15-2. They're not going 15-2. You're a New Yorker in Northern California. I probably wouldn't move to Cali. Again, the weather is better in California, but taxes, the cost of living, it's a lot. Yeah, same thing, Slim Jim. It's because New Yorkers retire with their New York pension. They go to Florida. Number one, like I said, the cost of living down there is lower, but the weather's nice. We don't have to shovel. I don't want to shovel snow. Most New Yorkers hate the snow. It's a pain in the ass. Sim Costanza, what's going on, man? What about Texas? My wife loved Texas. My wife went to San Antonio. She loved it. Orphanage DeGrom, what's going on, man? Oh, North Carolina, my bad. North Carolina, I thought I said North California. North Carolina. I'd rather move to South Carolina, but it depends on what part of North Carolina. My sister lived in North Carolina for a while. Zen, what's going on? JP, love the cold. Then move to the Northeast. It's cold here all the time. All the time. You're an Englishman in New York. Nice. Zen, what's up, buddy? How you doing, man? Lakers right around the corner. Calvin, what's going on, my man? Listen, I appreciate your room for the Giants. We need all the support we can get, buddy. And you know me, I'm always rooting for Kyler Murray. That's my dog, man. Rondale Moore, like Kyler Murray needed another weapon. Rondale Moore. Kyler Murray's you see the way Kyler Murray plays? Kyler Murray threw 3 interceptions. Daniel Jones needs to play like that. Daniel Jones, they need to let him play like Kyler Murray does. Kyler Murray is more talented than Daniel Jones. Don't get it twisted. Kyler Murray is one of the most elite, talented quarterbacks in football. But he's kind of a gunslinger, and he takes some risks. Daniel Jones, they need to do with Daniel Jones what they do with Kyler Murray. Now, Daniel Jones can't make the same throws Kyler Murray does because his arm strength isn't Kyler Murray. You see some of the throws Kyler Murray makes off his back foot 40. And although Daniel Jones will throw to Slayton off his back foot under pressure, 50-yard dime, that was pretty good. But Kyler Murray's got some of the sickest hip torque I've ever seen throwing on the run. He's nasty. Lady Steele, thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate you, my lady. Brilly says, hey, bad dog. Speaking of lady, where's Alabama Janice tonight? Anybody seen Alabama Janice? Asia Roberson, Last Jedi. I see Lady Steele. Sabrina, where are all the ladies at? Steve, my man, thank you so much for the super chat from north of the border. Appreciate you, my guy. Brilly. How's it going, brother? Can't believe they call us Fairweather fans. What a bozo. We die every week with this team unconditionally best fan base. Yeah, when I was reading the article, that's why I did the video on it. I found that interesting. The negativity, yes. And like I said in the video, Steve, why would we be positive? It's been the worst team in football for the last 4 years. The worst. What is there to be positive about? And secondly, but the Fairweather thing, that's BS. I'm like, there's no way Giants fans are Fairweather fans. If you're saying that they're tough and they boo, Fairweather fans aren't going to boo. Fairweather fans don't care. They're Fairweather. They don't give a damn. They're not going to show up to the stadium to walk out of the stadium when they're down by 3 touchdowns 2 minutes ago. It's not happening. If you're a Fairweather fan, you're not rough on the players. You're not booing. You're not vocal on social media. You don't care. It was such a ass backwards article and so hypocritical at the same time. It's crazy. Snacks is hoodie. It's still hot down here. Summer got here late. It's humid out right now. Yeah. No state. Yeah, my wife went to San Antonio. She loved it. No state taxes in Florida either. No state taxes in Florida either. Yeah, Arian, Washington was number 1 on the list, which I was actually surprised. Washington was number 1. Most negative fan base was Washington. Very surprised. Yep, about 5th year, Galen. 2016, we started off 2-0. We are 5th year in a row. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. 0-2. Ridiculous. KP, what's going on, man? Thank you for being here. Yeah, Ron Browns, as Online Big Blue Sports Entertainment calls it, red striping. You just look at his red stripe in his helmet, you know he's throwing it. He does have to look off defenders better. That has to happen. You're right. He's got to stop. He's got to stop staring the receiver down. The laser eyes can't happen. Defensive backs are going to jump that. You know, people talk about, oh, nobody's open. Like I said, you don't know how open they are. All you see is the throw and the result. But if Daniel Jones is staring down a receiver, of course, the defensive back is going to close on it. Easy Lopez, what's going on, man? Thank you for joining the stream. Ben Burr, you're right about that. They are bandwagon fans. There's very, very few loyal Bucs fans. That's a fact. It does suck. You know, it pisses me off. Do I play fantasy? I do play fantasy, and I don't know why. I lose every year. Richie, man, thank you so much. I appreciate you, brother. Brilly. An English person supporting the Yankees, I found that interesting considering the history both countries had in American Revolution. The term Yankee was used as a term to refer to Americans. This is right. Or Northerners. But that's okay. That was years and years and years ago. It's 250 years ago. 245 years ago. The American Revolution, right? 1776 or 1770. Yeah, 1776. So we good. I wish, Arian. I don't think the Yankees are good enough to beat the Rays. I just want to get in the damn playoffs. I want to be able to do Yankees Red Sox playoff game. That'd be fun. New York weather in summer's better than Florida weather in summer. It rained all the time here, man. At least in Florida, it rains for like an hour and it goes away. I don't mind the heat. It can be 97 and humid. It's 93 and humid up here. There is no difference. It's just as hot here as it is in Florida. As a matter of fact, no, this is no bullshit. The last time I went to Florida, it was a couple of years ago. We went to Disney World, took my son to Disney World. He was 1. He just turned 1. So it was 2018. We went at the beginning of June. And no lie, it was colder or cooler in Orlando than it was here when I left. It was 100 degrees in the Albany airport when we flew out of here. It was 90 in Orlando. And I remember joking around saying, boy, I never thought I'd be flying from Albany to Orlando to cool off. It gets freaking hot in New York, and it's humid as hell here. The summers can be brutal. And this summer, all it did was rain. It rained almost every day. I think there was a portion of the summer where we had some kind of measurable precipitation 20 days in a row, which was it's insane. So I'll take the summer in Florida if I get the winter in Florida. Orphanage of Ground. There's Last Jedi. Yeah, it rains but it goes away. It rains here every day too. It rained all day, all night. Tutto! What's going on? Grazie, paisano. Really, it's a salute day. Came and dropped by your office to pay our proper respects. Filled up the Diet Coke jug and paintbrushed all them stinky Eagle fans losers. Tutto's the man. Tutto gets paid to demolish people. This is what I hear. He gets paid to break legs. And I'm not even talking about the mob. I'm just talking about his profession, which is rugby. That's a big guy. Tutto! Yep, humid and raining upstate all summer. All summer. Yeah, Brandon, you don't think that people die of allergy, get killed with allergies up here? I don't have allergies, so I don't need to worry about it. Although, there are some nights that my nose gets really stuffy down here for whatever reason. I don't know why that is. It's not like that tonight, but some nights when I call the Lakers, it's like that's weird. But people have allergies in New York. I'm telling you, man. Come to New York in the summer. Come to New York in the middle of July. It's no joke. It's hot and sticky. Like I said, I will take 97 and humid in the middle of July if I can get 70 in the middle of January. So come up here, take 93 and humid in the middle of July and some rain. And then in the middle of January, take -6 with a foot of snow. Weather up here sucks 9 months out of the year. September's a gorgeous month. May, September, and October are usually the best months up here. Vischer Ferry is just outside of Clifton Park. That's north of Albany. That's exit 8 on the Northway. It's exit 8 on 87. I used to go to the driving range just off that exit all the time when I was younger. But yeah, Vischer Ferry is just south of Clifton Park. Is this my house? No. I appreciate that, Kenny. Appreciate you, buddy. Thank you for being here, man. You never been to New York? You're not missing anything, Ben. Orphanage DeGrom, thank you so much. Appreciate you, really. Here is 0.000055556% of my salary. You're welcome. I appreciate you. Orphanage. I'm part of the COE group. Yes, this is true though, David. Yeah, 140 in Iraq. I'm not sitting there missing the desert, the summer in the desert, or Death Valley where it's 130 degrees. Yeah, I'm not missing that. I'm not missing that kind of heat. No, thank you, sir. No, thank you. Benjamin, thank you so much, man. I appreciate you, brother. Really. Dom, if you're going to be putting Bad Dog links up, make sure they work, please. And when are you going to be a member again? Shaking my head. Of course, a sports booger expert left to resume consuming Brandon Rogers. Oh, Benjamin, what are we going to do with you, man? If it isn't about blowing loads, it's about... Oh, man. We have 3 seasons in one day. Yeah, Texas has some crazy weather, too. What's going on, Jadis? I hope we beat the Falcons. I hope so. My man, the Imp, what's going on, buddy? Good to see you, my man. Thanks so much. Really. Yes. When I was in Boston, or not Boston, when I was in Lee, Massachusetts, I grabbed a black Giants hat. And I grabbed a black Yankees one. And the one that I'm upset that I didn't get was the Montreal Expos hat. I wanted to buy it. I was like, I don't need it. I should have bought it. I'll buy one online, but just because I love that old, I'm not a uniform guy or a hat guy. Never really been but I love those old Expos uniforms, that Expos logo, the one that looks like ELB. For years, I thought it was ELB, and it was just an M. But I always thought it said ELB on the hat. I'm like, what the hell is ELB? I thought it was something in French, but it just was an M. Orvin and Jagram, thank you so much. Appreciate you, Brilly. EOC, not COE. My bad. Come on, man. I'm trying to get you inducted. I'm sorry. I was dyslexic on that one, DeGrom. I was dyslexic. What can I tell you? Yeah, well, yeah. Give me the weather. Give me the weather in Florida in the winter. That's insane. Because like I said, man, it gets hot up here and you have -6. So with wind, where it feels like it's -20. You don't want that. And it's never sunny here in the winter. You don't see the sun for like 4 months. It's ridiculous. It's depressing. That's why a lot of people in the Northeast and Northwest suffer from seasonal affective disorder. I suffered with seasonal affective disorder, which is winter depression. The gym cured it, but it is the lack of, is it lack of dopamine? It's not dopamine. It's not serotonin. I can't think of the damn the chemical in your brain that that you get from the sun. Somebody in the chat. There's got to be somebody smart in the chat that knows what the hell the chemical you get from the sun is. But the lack of that makes you depressed. The gym combated it. The gym is dopamine, but I can't think of that's why they make sunlights for like Alaska where it's dark all the damn time in the winter. Luca, thank you, brother. Appreciate you. Really, you excited or nervous for the Knicks? Nervous. The East got a lot better. I don't know what the Knicks did. It's not B12. It's not. It is serotonin, Dave. Yes. Thank you. Serotonin. Or Jordan and Dave. Yes. Serotonin. You get serotonin from the sun, and that's a chemical in your brain. And when it's not getting produced, it can make you depressed. So I dealt with depression in the winter for years. My adult life, not when I was younger. For a lot of my adult life, I suffered with that. Once I found the gym, it went away. I still hate the winter. Don't get me wrong. I hate when it's dark. You wake up in the dark. You drive to work in the dark. You drive home in the dark. It's cold. It sucks. And when you're at work, the sun's rarely out because it's always cloudy and gray. If there's a day in January where it's like 25 and sunny, that's gorgeous. We take that all day. I say it all the time, man. You give me all winter 25 and sunny. I don't care about the cold. I miss the sun. So I'm like, give me that 25 and sunny all day. I hate the snow. I hate the damn dark. So I'm like, yeah, 25 to 30 and sunny, perfect. Winter does suck. I hate it. I love September and October, but I always hate the fact that winter's right behind them. Like I love September. It's probably my favorite month of the year. I do like it hot, but I love September. And winter's garbage. Well, I think the Giants max win. I still think 10. I'm not going off of 10. I said 10, 9, 10. I'm going to stay there. Until they can't win that, I'm going to stay there. Travis, brother, thank you so much, man. I appreciate you. Brilly. I love the winter. I love the snow because I love snowboarding and playing pond hockey. Yes, if you're a winter sports enthusiast, you do. I am not a winter sports enthusiast. I do not play hockey. I do not ski. I do not snowboard. I hate shoveling it. I hate driving in it. I hate having to get up an hour early to shovel off my car and my wife's car. They both don't fit in the garage. Shovel out the driveway, warm up the cars, and then have to deal with all the assholes in the road that can't drive in the snow. I hate it. The winter sucks. Like I said, when my kid's done with, high school, which is a long ways away, but by the time he's done with high school, I'll be retired. I'm out. Tutto, grazie. Thank you so much, brother. I appreciate you, my paisano. He says, they say I'm an orthopedic surgeon's best friend. I make a living to break them and theirs to clean up their mess I've left behind. I hope that Tuto, did you find out if there's an orthopedic surgeon at the Stink? Because Eagle fans may need an orthopedic surgeon when you and your crew go through there. I hope they know that. Getting the gifts and eating hella food during the holidays. I try not to eat a lot. Christmas, I like the holidays. I like Thanksgiving. I love Christmas. December is not even so bad as far as because Christmas is there. It's after New Year's, right? When there's nothing to look forward to forever. Forever. There's nothing after that. Nothing. Christmas is nice. I like Christmas. I love the lights. I love the holiday season. I love the music. Like, I love everything about Christmas. And to me, as much as I complain about the cold, if I was in Florida and it was 75, it wouldn't feel like Christmas. You need a little nip in the air, you know. You need that stuff. You need your amaretto and eggnog, and you need a fire. You need all that good stuff. That's fun. But once you get past New Year's, suck. Benjamin, man, thank you so much. I appreciate you, brother. Brilly. And then Jared left because he went to go play with sports purpose. He went to play sports perverts meatballs by Brandon Rogers as posters of Russell Wilson's footlong all over his bench. Oh, Benjamin, you ain't right, my friend. You ain't right. Peter, thanks so much. Appreciate you. Really. Can Micah Parsons be the next Urlacher Kuechly? Not ready to give him that yet. Talent-wise, yes. But I'm not ready to give him Urlacher or Kuechly yet. No, not yet. I like May, Arian. May was a bad month, but I do like May. May's a nice month here. May's usually in the low 70s, high 70s. It gets into the 80s, and it's usually sunny in May. Or we'll have a thunderstorm and it moves on. And there's nothing like a good thunderstorm. I like a good thunderstorm that just passes through here in a couple hours. Cools things off. Sun comes back up. It's nice. Yes, B.J. Goodson retired. Well, yeah, the Knicks playing Christmas. A lot of teams playing Christmas. Sometimes the Giants playing Christmas. But Christmas is nice. You spend time with your family. You forget about all the little things on Christmas, man. You're extremely thankful for things on Christmas. You're thankful for your family. You're thankful for the things you have, you know, and it's not just Christmas for me, man. I try to live my life that way every day, to be thankful for what I have. Like I can never say no. I say it every live stream, but how grateful and thankful I am for each and every one of you that always tunes into my channel, watches my videos, you know, comes into live streams and hangs out with me. It means the world to me that you spend your time with me, or that you take your time out of your day to either hang out on a live stream or watch a video, that you'll take time for me. And that means the world to me, you know, because you don't have to. You could be doing other things. And the fact that you choose to do that means the world to me. So I appreciate that. I'm very grateful for what I have. Now, I try to teach my son that. I said, you know, your mom and your dad worked very hard to give you things we didn't have, because that's what it's about. So, you know, I try, like I said, I don't need a holiday to be thankful for things I have. And obviously, some days you're human. You lose sight of what's really important. You have bad days. You start thinking, woe is me. Why does this happen? Why is that? It happens. But most days, I'm extremely thankful for things I have. And, you know, it's the way you should be, because there's always somebody with less, you know. And thanks so much, man. Appreciate you, brother. Really. Loma, Montana went from minus 54 at 9 a.m. on January to 49 by 8 a.m. on January. That's insane. 103 degrees. That is crazy. That is crazy. You know what that's like, Imp? That's like, remember, well, I don't know if you remember, because you're older than me. The Freezer Bowl in 81. You had the AFC divisional playoff between Miami and San Diego, the Chargers, right? And what was the temperature there? It was ridiculous. It was hot. Remember, Kellen Winslow's dehydrated going off the field. How hot was it in Miami? The next day they're in Cincinnati, the next week they're in Cincinnati, where it's minus 59 at Riverfront Stadium. It's minus 59 with a wind chill. That had to be insane. And I think the biggest in the world, the The biggest temperature fluctuation in the world is in Siberia, right? It's Oymyakon or whatever. Like the average temperature in the middle of winter is like minus 50 or minus 55. And in the summer, the average temperature is like 75. It's crazy. It's the coldest inhabited place on Earth outside of the research stations in Antarctica is Oymyakon and Verkhoyansk in Siberia. But they also get into the 70s and 80s in the summer, but they'll get into the minus 70s in the winter. It's insane. April can be hit or miss, Stanley. We can get big snowstorms in April. It can be 90 degrees in April. April is a crapshoot in New York. If the Yankees play up, the Yankee playoff game wouldn't be on a Sunday. They would never do that, Peter. They would not do a playoff game on a Sunday. That would not be good for their business. They would never. Major League Baseball will never match up. Number one, the season always ends on a Sunday, so that wouldn't happen. But the Major League Baseball would never schedule a wild card game against the NFL. They would lose, and they would lose huge. That'll be a primetime game. That'll be an 8 o'clock, 8:30 game on a Tuesday night. That's what that would be. But I would be streaming the Giants over that, but that won't happen. Thank you, EJ. Appreciate you, buddy. Saranac Lake gets very cold too. Yeah, up north, it gets cold as hell. Buffalo, yeah, because I'm not too far from Canada. So, bacon desserts, your favorite thing. My favorite thing to do is go to sleep. Go to sleep or watch a Twilight Zone. I always like watching the Twilight Zone. When they have that New Year's Eve marathon, I always just put the Twilight Zone on. If the Knicks traded for Karl Anthony Towns, I'd be excited about that amazing guy. Karl Anthony Towns should have been a Knick years ago anyway. If the Knicks didn't win 2 of their last 3 that year and didn't have to end up with drafting Kristaps Porzingis, they should have had Karl Anthony Towns. What's the difference between starting 0-3 this season compared to last season? Nothing. It'd be more disappointing this year because we were supposed to be better. My favorite season's summer, without a doubt. Summer. Love the summer. Yeah, they got no traction in that game at all. Yep. But it's just funny. Like, they went from extreme heat to extreme cold within a week's time. Ridley's going to be a problem, Kuza. Ridley's going to be a problem. Ridley's a good receiver. Ridley and Pitts are going to be headaches for the Giants. They are. They are. That's why I always say, everybody's like, oh, I can't wait for football. And I'm always like, listen, I want to enjoy the baseball season because summer flies by. And I'm always like, football be here before you know it, especially doing Lakers stuff. The Lakers make the offseason go by really fast. Oh, man, Benjamin, brother. Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate you. Thank you. Really, really cheers, my good man. Appreciate it. He says, in all seriousness, Bad Dog, hopefully that cheers you up after last week's atrocious performance by the New York Giants. Anything to make your day better. This Saturday marks 6 weeks of no KP slanders. I still can't stand Brandon Rodgers and his affection for Wilson. Hey, I really appreciate it, Benjamin. I mean, you and many others were a huge reason why. This is a green screen, and this is not my house. This must look really real, but yeah, this is not my house. This is just a green screen. But yeah, Benjamin, without guys like, during the COVID thing, without you guys and girls that were there to keep me laughing and to keep me sane, I may have never got through that. I mean, the amount of support that you guys showed me during that when there was no sports was unbelievable. I never got through that without you guys and girls. Man, it was rough. That was a rough time for everybody, man. You couldn't go out. You couldn't do anything. I did lose a lot of weight because I started running, which was nice. And that was about it. The bad thing that happened with that is I found DoorDash. And now I'm lazy and I was like, let's just get something from DoorDash. Let's order from DoorDash. Let's get something from DoorDash. How do you feel about the Yankees win tonight? I'm happy that they're in the wild card, Peter, but they should be sweeping the Rangers. They're 40 games under 500. So it was a good comeback win, though. Don't get me wrong. Big turnover by Gary Sanchez. Big hit by Glaber. Higashioka had a good game. It was nice. It was good to see. I should move to Vegas and I'm not a gambler. I don't like to gamble. I gamble for entertainment. like I said, when I bet on football, it's $5 parlays. I don't like gambling. I went to New Jersey. I went to Atlantic City when I was just turned 21. I lost $3,200 in a weekend, and that cured me, man. You lose $3,200 in a weekend, you'll think twice about gambling. I never wanted to gamble again. I didn't gamble for a long time after that. And now, like I said, I don't gamble. I barely gamble. I go to a casino. I go with a couple $100, and that's it. And that's gone. It's gone. Steve, my man, thank you so much. Appreciate you, brother. Really, my good man. He says, as long as we play meaningful games in December, I'll be a happy man. It's a long winter up here. And I'd like to be a Giants family. Yeah, you're in Canada. It's even longer up there. What part of Canada are you from, Steve? Bad Dog Jr., Little Bad Dog's on here all the time, Peter. Just not late at night when he's sleeping. But Little Bad Dog, 24-hour stream, baseball games, football games. Little Bad Dog's been on here a lot. A lot. He's a character, my son. He's just like me. He's insane. Yeah, well, exactly, Peter. We control our own destiny. We got to take care of business against the Blue Jays and the Red Sox. And like I said, if I'm home on Saturday, I don't know what the deal is. I always got to check with the boss. That's Mrs. Bad Dog. But if I'm home Saturday, I will stream the Red Sox Yankees. It starts at 4, so I'll be live at like 3:50. Obviously, it's going to be a huge game. Hopefully, the Yankees can win on Friday night and get a little bit closer to Boston. The problem is the Yankees have a really tough schedule. They got Boston, Toronto, and Tampa Bay. Now, the good thing is Tampa Bay clinched a division. So, hopefully, they're not playing their starters in that series. And we can win. But Tampa Bay or Toronto's got like Baltimore and Minnesota. And Boston's got like Texas and the Nationals or something. They don't have it. Or Baltimore and the Nationals, they don't have anything. Amp, man, thank you so much. I appreciate you, my good man. Really, brother. Little Bad Dog was on the night of the head shaved. Yes, he was. Yeah, he came down. He was talking smack to DWG, remember? But yeah, he's been on a lot. The funny thing is when I started doing this over here, not the casting couch, you couldn't even see him because he was so short. Now he's like way the hell up here when he comes up here. My kid's tall for 4 years old. He's tall. He's almost like up to my sternum. He's almost like what? He's probably almost 4 feet tall. He's very tall. It's weird because when he's next to me, he looks tall. And then when he's next to other kids, he doesn't look tall to me. I don't know. It's all relative, I guess. I don't know. Thank you, Jadis. Yeah, he's a little shit, my kid. He gets away with it because he's cute now, but he ain't gonna be cute in like 5 years. It'll be annoying when he's 9, you know. I ended up winning like $8,000 and said never again. Well, yeah, I mean, if I won money, see, David, I think it was good for me. I think if I won money, I would have been in trouble. Had I won when I was gambling and I lost, and I said no. My dad, God rest his soul, he had a gambling problem. So I'm kind of glad that may have hit me if I won, you know. But my dad he gambled a lot. My dad was a gambler. Damn horses, you know. And it didn't help that we live in Saratoga, so yeah, the track's right there. What's going on, Svi? How you doing, buddy? McLovin, what's up, my man? How you doing, buddy? Thank you for joining the stream. Jedi, I hope we do, my lady. I would love to beat the hell out of the fail cans. I would love to. Now I've been thinking about it. I probably am not going to do the hype and hate videos anymore. Not because I'm jinxing the Giants, because as I said, if my words had that much power, I'd rule the world. My words do not have power, or my words mean absolutely nothing when it comes to the outcome of any game. But nobody watches it, so probably not. Maybe I'll make an exception for the Mark Holmes video is coming, by the way. Yep. Yeah, Mark Holmes is getting a video. Yes, he is. Giant time, what's going on, man? How can I be the GOAT when you're the GOAT? I'm excited I'm excited to do the Giants. Obviously, I'm hoping the Yankees make the playoffs. I'm excited for Laker basketball. I'm not going to lie. I'm excited for those streams. I think they'll be a lot of fun. Oh, my God. Benjamin, you are the freaking man. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate you. Cheers, my brother. Thank you so much, Benjamin. That means the world, man. You're amazing. Thank you so much. He says, it cracked me the hell up when DWG came and Little Bad Dog said, who are you? He did. He said, who are you? Of course, we can't forget that Bobby from Beantown Breakdown, Slita Capizzle, Uncle Lou, all things sports pervert, is massive sus for being a Oh, man. I'll tell you what, Benjamin, he is in Uncle Lou's stream every morning because, I can go to Uncle Lou's stream now in the morning when I'm at work. And sometimes I'm looking at the screen, sometimes I'm not. But a lot of times I listen to him. And I do see Max in there. Max is like one of the first ones in there. I'm one of the first ones in there because I get into work at 7. So yeah, I see him in there. And I did say to him once, I'm like, where the hell is your why aren't you in school? He's like, I'm done with my work. So I don't know. But at least, for him, at least the Browns are good. The Browns are good. I really hope we win, man. I'm sick of losing, man. I want the Giants to be good. Like, I want the fan base to enjoy the football season. We deserve it, man. I want these streams being banging. I want positive vibes in here. I don't want to be talking about, hey, Bad Dog, who are we going to fire? When is Gettleman getting the hell out of here? We suck. I can't stand this. If we lose, I'm done. I want like 2008. We're going to kick your – like, I can't wait for the day when we do one of these streams and Giants fans are going, we're going to kick their ass and know it. Like when we're playing against them, we're going to kick your ass. We're going to roll you and have the confidence. Like when we play Dallas, we're going to kick your ass. And we know we're going to do it. Right now we could say it, but how much do we really think that's true? None at all. I hope so. I can't wait for those days. I cannot wait for us to be back in the days when we were Super Bowl contenders saying we're going to whoop your butt. And we do, No, they haven't won anything, Benjamin. That's a fact. They have not. They haven't even been in a Super Bowl. Yes, I have worked with Mark Holmes a couple times. Jadis, yes. No, Ben, I think OU is going to find their groove against West Virginia. I think they'll win by 3 touchdowns. I think it'll be close to the first half. I think OU pulls away in the second half. West Virginia hasn't beaten Oklahoma since they moved to the Big 12, so I don't think it's going to be any different. I think Oklahoma's the best team in the Big 12 by far. I think they got off to a bit of a. The funny thing is they're averaging over 41 points a game, and everyone's like, "What's wrong with the offense?" The defense is a lot better this year, but I think Rattler and company find the group. They need to run Kennedy Brooks more, man. I don't know why they don't run Kennedy Brooks. Kennedy Brooks can play. They never run Kennedy Brooks. It also sucks that they lost Charleston Rambo and he went to Miami. But Hazelwood's a good receiver. Is Galley injury serious? I don't think so. We haven't heard anything about it until today. Yeah, we can say that. Well, but the Jets, but Peter, I was at the Jets game 2 years ago, and the Jets whooped our ass. I don't want to be the GM, Johnny. I don't want that. I wouldn't be a good GM. I do think I think Oklahoma goes undefeated. I really do. In the regular season, I think Oklahoma is going undefeated. I really do. And then I think when they match up against Alabama or Georgia, they'll get killed. I think Oklahoma goes undefeated. I think they match up with Bama or Georgia, they lose by 17 points. I don't think Oklahoma can hang with those two teams. Those two teams are really good. And I think they'd have a better chance against Alabama, to be honest with you. Because Alabama's defense isn't as good as Georgia's, not close. And if Oklahoma is going to beat one of those two teams, it has to be in a shootout. But that doesn't mean they will. I thought Oklahoma going undefeated last year, and they blew 2 third-quarter leads against Iowa State and Kansas State. That shouldn't have happened, especially K-State. Iowa State's pretty good. They can't be losing to Kansas State. Kansas State always gives them headaches. Well, the Jets whooped their ass. I was at the game. I know the game is close, but trust me, the Jets were more dominant in that game. Daniel Jones played well, though. I do remember Rosas missing some kicks. And I do remember Jamal Adams ripping the ball away from Daniel Jones, scoring a touchdown to start the third quarter. Saquon having 1 yard and 13 carries. I remember that too. I don't know if I'd be better than Dave. Albert, it depends on who they play. If they play anybody but Alabama or Georgia, I think that they can. I think they can beat Oregon. I think they can beat Iowa. I think they can beat Penn State. I think they can beat Clemson. I think they can beat any of those teams. I think they can beat A&M. I think they can beat Cincinnati, but I don't think that they can beat Georgia or Alabama. Do you think the offense will get worse if we try to force them? No, I don't think they should force it, Oscar. If he's open, throw it to. I think they need to look his way a little bit more. But no, yeah, I don't think you can ever try to force it. I think that Eli started to do that to Odell Beckham. It was different with Beckham. Beckham was better than Galladay. Beckham was a guy that could go to the house. That's not Galladay. Galladay's not a burner. Galladay is not going to be going 80 yards for a touchdown. Galladay's job is to use his big body and to get those 50-50 balls and catch in tight coverage. That's his job. He's also supposed to go down the field, but don't force it to him. But yeah, I think that they should try to get him involved in the game. I think they should try to get Kadarius Toney involved in the game. I think they need to stop. I think they need to stop being so one-dimensional. That's what I think. I think the Cowboy. I didn't like the call on Herbert. I thought it was premature, saying he was in the grasp. I don't want to say they got robbed. I mean, Dallas did what they had to do, but the officiating sucks all over the league. So, yeah, pretty much, Nick. Pretty much. Why do you get rid of Odell? Because they got a lot of draft picks for him. And I don't think they wanted Odell. I think they knew that they were going with a young quarterback, and I think they knew Eli could handle Odell, and I think that they didn't want Odell influencing a young quarterback. I think that's why they got rid of him, honestly. I think that was the reason they let him go. And obviously, he's still not playing. I mean, he's been hurt. He's done nothing for Cleveland. The refs are terrible. Amazing guy. Yeah, they are. No, Alabama couldn't beat the Jets. There's no college team that could beat an NFL team because I say it all the time. The best college teams, the best, may have 6 or 7 NFL guys. The best, 6 or 7. An NFL team has 53 NFL players. They would demolish a college team. Wouldn't be close. You could take the best college players and play against the worst NFL team. They may beat them. Yeah, Odell Beckham is better than Kenny Galladay. I'm not going to argue that. I'm not going to argue that at all. Because I think he was. Oklahoma does at times play down. Yes, this is a fact, Jedi. They do. They got to stop doing that. They got to stop playing down to the competition. They definitely did that with Nebraska. They played down to the competition. They let down. And against Tulane, they let them come back. They were up by 23 at the half. That game should have never been close. They got scored 21-3 in the second half. That should have never happened. They should have rolled away with that, Jedi. They should have won that game like 60-17 or something. It shouldn't have been close. Yes, they're worth more than Odell. Odell's done nothing for Cleveland. Odell's done nothing. How many touchdowns and receptions does Odell have at Cleveland? 6 in 3 years? Yeah, I picked the Eagles to beat the Falcons on the money line the first week of the season. But I think the Eagles are going to win. I pick them. Absolutely. I don't know, man. Odell was great for us, but he's done nothing when he got to Cleveland. Yeah, they should have dominated that game, Jedi. That should have never been close. No, I can't believe it. I can believe that we lost to Washington, AJ. I can't believe the way we lost. As I said in the stream, man, only the New York Giants. That's just so typical of the Giants. The Giants are just one of them teams that snatched defeat from the jaws of victory, and we do it as good as anybody recently, No, Kadarius Toney will never be Odell Beckham. No way. Remember October 24th? Yes, you are going to the Charlotte game, the Charlotte Laker game. I do remember. They play at 9:30, so I'll be able to stream that game, David. Yes. Yeah, the Lions do it. The Jets do it. The bad teams do it. You know, it's just they do. They find ways. You know, they find ways. Tell Ben to stop being sus as soon as I come back from. Don't worry about it, Dominic. Benjamin's just teasing you, man. Benjamin's good like that. I'm not. Dominic, I'm just glad you're here, man. All the time. Don't even worry about that stuff. But Benjamin likes to. He just does that. That's our boy Ben. You know. He definitely likes to. He definitely likes to lay into Max now, though. It's just the swerve because he used to kill KP all the time. Well, I mean, I wanted to beat them too. We had them beat. I mean, let them off the hook, you know. It's like Dennis Green. We knew who they were. They are who we thought they were. We had them and we let them off the hook. That's what we did. Yeah, we're closing on 75K. We're getting close. Steve, my man, thank you so much for becoming a member, man. I appreciate you, brother. Brilly. I have never seen that. What is that? Or is that just because you became a member for 2? That is weird. I think that's you just became a member for a second month. So I appreciate it. That's weird. That never popped up before. Although I did read that on YouTube, like in my thing, that it says that it'll show that you be a member for a certain amount of time. So thank you, Steve. I appreciate that. I never saw that before. So he became a member for 2 months today. Well, thank you, Steve. Thank you for being a member for 2 months, my man. Appreciate that. You know, I hope they continue to grow their SN Rossi. I hope so. No, I don't think Saquon's a long-term. I'd be surprised if he is. I'll be surprised if Saquon's a long-term answer. To be honest, I don't think the Giants are going to pay him. DJ should put up good numbers and he should put up good numbers this week, but I just want to win. I don't like his numbers are not important to me. Just win the game. I really don't care. You know, I'd rather him have a bad statistical day and win than have a day like he did against Washington and lose. You know, I don't care. People can sit there and make fun of Daniel Jones all day, all night, as long as we win games. I don't care. You know. Yes, I do think LeBron can catch Kareem in points. I think LeBron will play a few more years. So, yeah, I do. I do think that. Yeah, I'm not doing that Laker game. That's the one Laker game I'm not doing. That October 3rd one. The Giants play the Cowboys that day. So, definitely not. Giants play the Cowboys 425. I'm sure LA weather is going to be great. Yep, I would absolutely trade Saquon for a high first round and low second. Yep. Well, not just one. I would need more than one, but yes. First round pick for Saquon, absolutely. I'm doing it. Because you're going to have to pay. You're either going to have to pay Saquon or let him walk. Might as well get something for him. I don't know, Ben. We plan on maybe doing that like in the middle of the year, like after week 8, which it would be on Law Nation's channel because we haven't been on Law Nation's channel, the 4 of us. So hopefully, I know those guys are busy. Those guys are great. I mean, Brunson, Louis T, and Law Nation are awesome. So definitely looking forward to doing that again, but it'll be on Law Nation's channel next time. There is no guarantee, Chief Doss. There's no guarantees. There's no guarantee the Nets are winning at all. Benjamin, thank you so much, man. I appreciate you, brother. Brilly. He says, apparently Dom doesn't understand the term sus. Sus stands for sports pervert. Grow the hell up, stop streaming tennis, go to school and get your education, and then support your and Brandon Rogers. Oh, man. I tell you what, Benjamin, I don't know what he does during the day because I see him in there. I'm like, you should be in school. I also said that and think to myself, I should actually be doing some work. But sometimes I find myself getting engrossed in the chat. I really should just be listening to him and not having him on the screen. But I sit there and look at the chat, and I'm like, oh, I got to get involved in a conversation. You know. No, Buck Showalter shouldn't be the Yankee manager. Too old. Rams-Bucks Super Bowl can't happen. They're both in the NFC. We can have Rams-Bucks NFC championship game, but they can't be in the Super Bowl. They're both in the same conference. I hope so, Stanley. I hope they win, you know. Yeah, Manuel, he doesn't look like himself. We're not signing Saquon until after next year. They gave him a 5th-year option, so they're not gonna give him an extension after this year. Benjamin came on the stream and said there'll be bud split today. Yes, he is splitting blood. Look at Orphanage DeGrom. Member for 4 months. He says Jets and Aints have the same amount of Super Bowls. That's a fact. They do. Peter, thanks so much. I appreciate you, Brilly. Who would you pick as your quarterback, Allen or Herbert? It's tough. But I have to go Justin Herbert. I love Justin Herbert. Big Justin Herbert fan. So I don't understand this. So Orphanage, the member thing is kind of confusing me. Orphanage DeGrom, member for 4 months, just typed in Jets have the same amount of Super Bowls. How did you bring that up? That's just weird. How did that happen? But thank you for being a member of the Dog Pound. I don't know how that happened. Like David's typing and it doesn't show up for him. He's a member of the Dog Pound. The Imp is a member of the Dog Pound. David Cohn is pitching coach. I probably wouldn't mind that. I wouldn't mind that at all. The pitching hasn't been terrible. The batting's been bad for us, Imp. You know that. The inconsistency, man. The all or nothing all the time. Do I have a bet for Philly? Yes, I do. And I better not lose that bet. Don't want the Lakers to sign Jakar Simpson if we can't get James. I don't think the Lakers need to sign anybody else. Lakers got so many guys already. There's not enough places for these guys. I would love it if we could blow out a Falcons too. I would agree. 2018, we beat Washington by like 30 points. That's the last time we blew anybody out. Who gets fired first? Boone. Boone gets fired first. Best player in basketball right now? I mean, it depends. I mean, there's a bunch of good ones. You got Giannis, you got Luka, you got Steph, Kevin Durant. I mean, Kevin Durant's the best scorer in the NBA. I don't know. It's tough. I mean, if I had to pick, I'd probably say Giannis. I'd probably say Giannis, although he doesn't have a really good mid-range J. Maybe Luka. Who I got between the Cowboys and the Eagles? I'm taking the Cowboys. Taking the Cowboys in a close one. Orphanage DeGrom, man, thank you so much. I appreciate you, Brilly. Oh, he says you get a free $2 super chat every time your membership is renewed. I can't wait for Tom Brady to teabag the Saints and my Devils. You're welcome. DeGrom, come to the Yankees. We got room for you. We'll make a jersey. I'll kick anybody off this team you want. Anybody off the pitching staff except for Cole. But I'll kick anybody out. You want Tyone's spot? You got it. You want Kluber's spot? You got it. You want Jordan Montgomery's spot? You got it. And I love Monty, but you got it. Because that's what it was. You get a free $2 super chat every time your membership is renewed. Because I read that. So you can actually become a member for 6 months. That's an option that I know I have. And I saw that one underneath about the suit, and I didn't understand how that worked. I got to be doing a members only stream soon too, by the way. Maybe next week or the week after. We got to do one because as you members know, if you don't know, and again, I'm not telling anybody to become a member, but if you are a member of the channel, you do have a chance to win a jersey of your choosing. Again, it can't be like a Mitchell Ness $350 jersey, but $150 or a little less, David, man, there we go. I appreciate you, man. Member for 4 months. Things could be worse. You could be a Jags fan. Facts. Look at that. There we go. I like that little option. But yes, you have a chance to win a jersey if you're a member of the channel. And again, I have thought about it. I've thought about making a higher tier. I still have a couple, but like if I made a higher tier, like a $25 a month one where once a month you could come on the stream with me. Like I would just give you guys the link that are members of that tier, but I haven't decided if I'm going to do that or not. I know a lot of guys ask about Patreon. I'm not going to do a Patreon thing, but Like, I know that Patreon, people have $50 Patreon member. Like, there's a lot of things that go on to, like, the Patreon membership. So, yeah, I guess you can do that with the YouTube stuff, too. Does a jersey have to be a Giant? No, it can be any sport, Johnny. It can be baseball, basketball, football, soccer. I don't care. Hockey, whatever. I hope we beat the Falcons too, Joseph. I hope so too, man. Yeah, I don't know. Jakar Sampson is a free agent. We'll see what the Lakers do. Oh, I agree. Jake, I agree. I mean, if you ever saw my videos, you see me push back. I can't stand it. Charles Barkley, man, thank you so much for the super chat. Appreciate you, brother. Really, really. What's the best Giants offensive defense of all time? Best Giants defense of all time is the 86 Giants. Not close. Best Giants offense of all time. Tough. I mean, I would say 2008. I know the 2008 Giants are not a high-flying team, but that was the best running team that the Giants have ever had. They ran the ball. I mean, Baltimore hadn't allowed a team to have like 100 yards rushing on them in like 2 years, and the Giants ran for like 240 yards against them and crushed them 30-10. Like, and the Giants beat everybody. They beat Pittsburgh that year. They won like 7 straight against teams with winning records. They won like 8 in a row on the road. You could not beat the 2008 Giants are the best Giants team I ever saw. It just sucks. I mean, I could sign the jersey, Peter. I don't know why anybody would want me to sign a jersey, but I can definitely do it, man. I appreciate that, David. I know dire Giants fans the same way. He's like, if you make a $25 tier, I would do it. And maybe I will. I'll have to think about it, but I may add that, like I said, and then obviously you'd get more entries into the jersey giveaway. You'd get like 10 instead of 5 for being the $10, but then or 8 or something. And then I would just give people the link and they could come on if they wanted to during those streams. So we'll figure it out, but maybe I'll do one of those. I won't do I think 25 would be the highest I would do. What's the worst Giants team I ever seen? 2017. Awful. God awful. 2017 was the worst Giants team I've ever seen. I also, Shane, I actually said it on the Giants video. I said, get Kenny Golladay the ball. 2 touchdowns for this man. Thoughts on the Knicks? I think the Knicks are in a tough spot. I think the East got a lot better. I don't think the Knicks did. I think the Knicks weekend is a 7th or 8th seed, but they're going to have a long season. The Knicks have to prove to me they can do it 2 years in a row. I really think the Knicks overachieved. I think nobody took them seriously last year, and I think now they will be taken seriously. Like I said, Kemba's a big upgrade over Alfred Payton, but Miami got a lot better. Chicago got a lot better. Brooklyn's still really good. Boston's going to be healthy. Milwaukee's the defending champions. You got Atlanta. They're really good. The Sixers are really good. The East is tough. I think the Knicks get in there, but it's going to be tough. I do think Trevor Lawrence will be just fine. Yeah, that's why I can do 24-hour streams, David, because I can talk sports all day. And that's why I'm able to do it. Not to mention it helps when you have you got DWG in the house or Philly 500 coming on or Uncle Lou or whatever, No, I think it's just tough to repeat, Stanley. I think that's why, but obviously. Best running back of all time, Tiki Barber, not close. Saquon don't even belong in the – Saquon's not even Brandon Jacobs level. He's not Rodney Hampton level. He had 1 good year for the Giants. I know they did 1,000 yards a second year, but he had like 4 good games to get there. Tiki's the best running back for the Giants. Not close. If DJ has 300 yards and 4 touchdowns with fumbles, how would you feel? Depends on if we win the game. Depends on the situation of the fumble. I don't care about his stats. I want to win. I just want to win. I want to win games. I don't. It'd be great if Daniel Jones puts up big numbers and we win. That's awesome. But I'd much rather Daniel Jones have a bad game and we win than him having a good game and losing. He had a good game against the Lions a couple of years ago. Lost. Had a good game against the Jets. Lost. Had a good game against Washington. Lost. Like I'm sick of that. I want Daniel Jones to have a good game and win. Daniel Jones didn't have a good game against Cincinnati. We ended up winning the game. I could live with that. I do not watch boxing, no. Ahmad Bradshaw. Ahmad Bradshaw did it longer. Ahmad Bradshaw won 2 Super Bowls. You know, I can't. Saquon Barkley's been here for a minute, guys. Saquon Barkley's played how many games in his Giants career? 28 or something? Barkley has more God-given talent than any of those guys that we mentioned. But Ahmad Bradshaw, Rodney Hampton, Brandon Jacobs, Tiki Barber, they all had good careers with the Giants. The only one that didn't win a Super Bowl in that bunch was Tiki. But Tiki was the best of all of them. You know, Ahmad and Brandon Jacobs each won 2 Super Bowls. Rodney Hampton won one in 1990. Urban Meyer, yes, Urban Meyer will definitely leave. Sean, I hope they step up, man. I don't know what to expect. You have to think our defense will be getting better. Hopefully they do. But Kyle Pitts and Calvin Ridley are going to be a headache. Yep, I'd much rather Jones suck and we go 10-7. I want to go 10-7. Without a doubt. I want to go 10-7. Well, I probably answered that the other way the other night, but I would rather Jones suck and go 10-7 because if your quarterback's not good and you're 10-7, you can replace your quarterback and be even better. Because that's one position. If we're 7-10 and Jones is really good, that means we have a ton of positions that we need help with. So I'd much rather him be bad and go 10-7. Because you can replace one position easier than you can replace multiple positions. Joe Morris was really good too. Yes, he was. But again, his career here was short. He had 2 really good seasons. 1985, he had 21 touchdowns. 1986, he had like 1,500 yards rushing. But Joe Morris was really good. But again, he got hurt. And that's why we ended up with Otis Anderson. Like Joe Morris wasn't around after 1987 for the most part. No, I was not upset when Pierre-Paul left. Actually, I didn't like Jason Pierre-Paul. That was a mistake. I'll admit that. That was a mistake. I remember he could never keep contained. The bootleg, the RPO always killed him. He used to crash down too quick. He over-pursued. He used to piss me off. But, man, we could use him now. And again, what he did with the fireworks when he didn't tell the team and he did what he did, that just kind of turned me off of JPP. But now I wish we kept him. No, I would not be upset if we defeated the Falcons. I don't care how we win. Nothing's going to upset me in a win. Nothing. Do I think the Lakers will meet the Nets? Absolutely. I'm rooting for the Cowboys over the Eagles. Always. I always root against the Eagles. Unless it helps us. I didn't root against the Eagles when they played Washington. But I'm not going to openly root for the Cowboys. It's more rooting against the Eagles. I hope they tie. I hope they tie. Justin Tucker's better than OC in my opinion. Although they were very similar, but I like Justin Tucker a little bit better. Yeah, but you know who else backflipped? It was David Wilson. And he had a ton. He did. David Wilson was Saquon Barkley before Saquon Barkley, man. David Wilson had incredible talent. I always tell a story, man. Last year, the Giants were in Albany for training camp. It was 2012, and David Wilson was a rookie. And I remember going to the training camp and just thinking to myself, this guy moves at a different speed than everybody else. Like he moves at a different speed. And the game against New Orleans, when he had like 350 total yards, with kickoffs and scrimmage yards, I said, man, this kid's going to be great. And then he got hurt and he was never the same. And then he was retired. But he was something. David Wilson was something special. And again, if you're hurt, it doesn't matter how special you are. That's what I worry about with Saquon Barkley. If Saquon Barkley's not healthy, it doesn't matter how special you are. If you're hurt, you can't perform. Tiki should definitely be in the Hall of Fame. Definitely. Yes, agreed, Charles. Agreed. Eagles upset the Cowboys. I don't know if there is an upset. I don't know if the Cowboys beat the Eagles or the Eagles beat the Cowboys if it's an upset. I would imagine the spread's pretty close. I wouldn't say there's any upset in that game, but I think the Cowboys will win. Yep, my sleeper was the Raiders. My sleeper was the Raiders before the season started. That's obviously looking pretty good now. But they were my sleeper before. No, Dave Mega was not an all-time Giants great, no. Dave Mega was a nice piece for us. Nice gadget player, but no, he was not an all-time great. Give me your food. I hope they win for you. I hope that they win for you, man. I hope they win for everybody in that stadium. The 2007 one was better. Absolutely. They hadn't won it in 17 years. They beat an undefeated Patriots team. I won money betting the Giants straight up. That was nice. That was like plus 220 or something. That was crazy. Yeah. If Tiki would have been in that Super Bowl and won it, he would be in the Hall of Fame. If Tiki would have won a Super Bowl, if he stayed 1 year longer and they won the Super Bowl that year, he would have been in the Hall of Fame. In my opinion. He should be anyway. Tiki Barber had over 3,500 yards rushing his last two seasons combined. He was great. I don't know, KP. It's too early to tell. I don't know. I don't know what the deal is. They got to start winning. That I know. If they don't win, he could lose it. If they win, things could turn around. Winning fixes everything. I say it all the time. It doesn't matter the faults that your team has or your coach has or your coaches, your coordinators, whatever. You start winning games, it all disappears. But when you don't win games, everything that's bad is magnified, especially in New York. That's the nature of the beast here. Nobody's getting fired after this game. Nobody. Where did I hear? I heard the name Eli Apple. Eli Apple was playing in one of the games I was watching. I don't know if that was Baltimore, Kansas City, or what. I heard his name, and it just made me laugh. Oh, Eli Apple. Eli Apple. Eli is coming. Yeah. Everybody hates Cowboys. Everybody hates everybody in this division. That's why the NFC East is great. Tiki always be killing not always. He said what he said, but it still doesn't take away how great he was. The Giants can't lose Sunday, man. They can't. Yeah, they were cursed. They're 18-49 since the trip. They're not replacing David Sills is gone. They're not replacing Darius Slade. It's not happening. What's going on, Authentic? Yeah, I'm getting ready to close it out here in a couple minutes. I don't think Graham's overthinking Alexis. I think that the NFL has gotten keen to what he does. I think they've gotten acclimated to his scheme. They got a lot of film on Patrick Graham. The NFL is all about adjustments. Offenses have adjusted to what Patrick Graham does. Patrick Graham now has to adjust to what offenses are doing to him. Look at the 46 defense. You've never seen a more dominant defense. Well, look, if you're older like me and you remember the 85 Bears, the 46 defense is the most dominant defense ever. But it was figured out in a couple of years. When you realized you could run screens and draws. I mean, you saw Miami do it to him in 85 when that was the only loss the Bears had. They killed them with that. But because all those players took themselves out of the play, the league adjusted. The 46 was defunct. It's Patrick Graham's soft shell zone, the same crap. They got to change what they're doing. Right. Teams adjusted to McAdoo's offense. Teams adjust. What's going on, Afghanistan? How you doing, buddy? Odell, well, I don't think this offense is very good, Arian. Not yet. And I'm just trying to see Odell back in the field. And Odell's 30 years old now. He's not a kid anymore. He's got a torn up knee. He's battled injuries his whole career. I don't know what the hell Odell is going to be. Why are we paired a true number 2 bet? Because we can't afford it. I mean, we don't have any money. We don't have any cap space. Authentic. I guess that's why. I mean, I wanted the Giants to draft Trey Sermon, and Trey Sermon ended up getting hurt. But I don't know. I think that's why. I just don't think they can afford a really good running back. I mean, I do think that Wayne Gallman was a pretty good number 2 back. I think he was a solid number 2 back. I honestly would have rather than brought him back than Booker, but I'm just thinking we couldn't afford one. No, the Giants don't adjust, Jack. That's why they lose. Sigurd Dust, what's going on? What's up, Samuel Hatley? How you doing, man? Doomsday, yeah, Doomsday was before my time. Like the 70s, I was born in the 70s, but I don't remember the 77 Cowboys. I love Trey Sermon, Jeff. I'm a Sooner fan, so big Trey Sermon fan. But then he went to, Ohio State and he tore it up there too, man. So, Lloyd, I'm not saying we should have kept Odell. I was glad they traded him. I wanted Odell to go. I made a video in 2017 said we should trade Odell Beckham. It's not on my channel anymore, but like I said, go back to my page, search the videos, just type in oldest, you'll see it. It says Odell Beckham, trade him. March of 2018, I said the Giants should trade him to the Cleveland Browns. It happened a couple years later, but they did trade, or the year later, but they did. They traded him to the Cleveland Browns. But I was all about getting rid of Odell Beckham. It's like I'm all about not giving Saquon Barkley a ton of money either. I think if you can get the same haul for Saquon that you got for Beckham, you do it. I don't trust Saquon. I didn't trust Beckham. The injuries, man. I just didn't trust the injuries. And it's unfortunate that Odell has dealt with, because Odell was the most electrifying receiver there was in the game when he was healthy. But the injuries, after 2017, that ankle, he was never the same. Never the same when he hurt his ankle in the preseason against Cleveland. He just wasn't. He would show flashes, but he was not what he was. It was always something. His buttocks, his quad, his hamstring, his hip. In 2014 through 2016, the guy was superhuman. But after that ankle injury, he just wasn't the same guy. And they brought him back too soon. The Giants didn't do him any favors either. I can tell you that. They brought him back way too soon. He should have sat out more games. They forced him back. And to me, it hurt his career because and it was an ankle, but still, he was never the same after that. They should have let him be 100%. Like sometimes I get a little concerned that they brought Barkley back too soon too, because it ruined Beckham's career and it could ruin Barkley's career. So I don't know what's going on, Joseph. Yeah, he's 28. He's not young anymore. He's heading towards 30. But I'm going to get out of here, guys. It is 12:23, so I want to get some sleep. I'm going to get 6 hours. It's pretty good for me. Actually, the last 2 nights, I've fallen asleep just after when the Yankees are over. So I've gotten like 8 hours of sleep the last 2 nights, which is crazy. But I am going excuse me. I am going to get out of here. Again, thank you guys and girls so much for all the support you show me. I really do appreciate it. I may have a video tomorrow if there's anything to talk about. I'm not going to force content if there's nothing. But if there's something to talk about, I'll do it. If not, I'll definitely see you guys and girls on Friday night over on the Entertainers channel. We do Talking Giants. Get ready for this Atlanta Falcons game. Like I said, if I am home on Saturday, Yankees Red Sox, got to stream it. It's very important. It's like a playoff game, and it's Yankees Red Sox. The Yankees might not make the playoffs. So if I'm going to do one more game before the year's over, it might as well be Yankees Red Sox. So if I'm up, I'll be up at 4 in the afternoon. If I'm home, Yankees Red Sox, come on by and hang out the Bad Diggity Dizzle. Enjoy the rest of enjoy your Thursday. Wednesday's over. Go get some sleep, everybody. Thank you for being here. It's a Bad Diggity Dizzle. Enjoy the rest of your night. I'm out.